What's up? MJ and the crew here. Well, part of the crew. Oh, here comes Fester walking in. I guess it doesn't matter how many times I ask you guys to be here before the show opens. I guess it just doesn't matter. All right, 6:01 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, folks, it looks like air traffic is up and running. That is good so far. We have no cancellations or delays this morning. According to the FAA, a big difference, I guess, a day makes after the whole system was shut down. What time was it? Well, like 9 o'clock is when they formally said that they were opening things up, but I think things started to move a little bit earlier than that. And then, of course, we have all the conspiratorialists that want to jump on the bandwagon with, was it a hack? And listen, I don't put that out of the realm of possibility, but the reason why the air traffic system was all curmungulated and all frigged up yesterday, the reason why what we're hearing is very plausible. And they're blaming it on one guy, one software engineer or one IT guy.
So he's going to lose his job.
Well, I don't know about that, but I would certainly bring it up during his next review, his next performance review. No, but the story essentially is that they were doing a computer software update, and during the update, a corrupted file was introduced. But then the question is, why did it cascade, and why did it take down the backup and then the secondary and tertiary backup? But lots of folks yesterday were like, oh, it was hacked and this and that. I think things at this point are too, think things are too visible in an organization like the FAA. I think that if there was a hack, that you could only keep that under wraps for so long. I think it would leak out that, oh, yeah, we were hacked. So I do buy, and I'm a skeptical person just inherently, but I think it's a plausible explanation that it was just a corrupt file that was introduced during a software update that caused the whole system to melt down. Now, do you need to take a whole new look at a system that one person can frig up air traffic nationwide? That there were no backups, there's no assurances to make sure you don't bring down an entire system and ground flights? And then there's also the other issue that a lot of pilots are saying that it wasn't that critical and crucial that they should have grounded all flights. It wasn't like the software that keeps planes from running into each other at 33,000 feet.
What do your friends say? What do your pilot friends say? Are they mad that it got shut down, or they think it was necessary?
My pilot friends say, hey, we use this NOTAM, this notice to airmen, or, they changed the name of that like in December of 21. NOTAM, this NOTAM, is the system where it's kind of, just run-of-the-mill stuff. The NOTAM system, which was corrupted, what that does is that lets pilots know when they're, let's say, leaving Tampa International and they're flying to LaGuardia in New York. It lets a pilot know that there are certain conditions at the airport, like maybe one of the runways is closed, maybe there is a military operation going on. It just lets them know certain information. And is it ultra critical for flight safety? My pilot friends are saying, no, it's just more information that you should know, but it's not ultra critical. The interesting thing is that the NOTAM system, NOTAM, it's always stood for Notice to Airmen. But if you read the stories online these days, and in the last 24 hours, it's listed as NOTAM, Notice to Air Missions. And that was changed just like a year ago. In December of 2021, they changed it from Notice to Airmen to Notice to Air Missions in order to be, I guess, politically correct instead of airmen, air women, air they, air them, air it. So they wanted, I guess they wanted to be more inclusive.
Well, why should the air be gender specific?
Well, it's been an airman. It's it's just always been that way. But they just changed it a year ago. Anyway, it was a corrupt file, and then the system reboot that caused all of the airplane troubles yesterday, with thousands of canceled and delayed flights, which really just messed things up yesterday, and apparently traced back to one IT guy at the FAA just doing a little software update, and that caused a cascade, which then brought down the secondary and tertiary systems. Sources are saying corrupted file was found in both the main system and then the backups. So the backups got corrupted as well, and then boom, that's what caused the meltdown. But lots of folks are saying, oh, yeah, they're not telling us the truth. It was a hack. Some foreign entity or someone hacked into the system, and I don't buy that. And I question everything. This day and age, you couldn't keep that secret if it was some type of foreign intrusion or a hacker that screwed with our flights. So, Froggy, you haven't said a damn thing in 7 minutes.
Well, as much as I love airplane talk, I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, it really is riveting stuff. As a spectator of your airplane monologue, it's aces, bro.
Yeah, really good.
Oh, yes, it shut down.
Yeah.
I knew.
We're telling you it's great.
In the aftermath, it turns out I knew two people. One was delayed for 5 hours. They had a 10 o'clock flight yesterday, and they were delayed 5 hours. Didn't get off the ground till 3 o'clock yesterday, and then that's a delay. And then I know somebody outright whose flight was canceled out of Charlotte, North Carolina, heading back to Tampa. So
Unreal, man.
Whoa.
You know,
that airplane monologue,
really good.
really.
you know,
You know what? It
you-
was relevant. It was relevant.
Of course, it's relevant.
Roxanne, not only was it relevant, it was intriguing. It had drama.
You know what? You guys
Suspense?
are being smart asses.
What?
No,
No,
I'm
wait,
Can you
sincere.
not give a man a compliment?
I don't understand.
Because you guys are being smart asses and you're being facetious. You're being wise asses.
No facetiousness going on here.
I'm sorry, what?
No facetiousness.
What?
We're not being facetious. I can't say it good.
He can't say that word well.
We're not being like that. I'm being serious. It was really good. It was like a.
It was passionate.
Do they give out radio awards for 8-minute segments?
I think so.
Facetious, Froggy.
Facetious. Yes.
No. I'm exaggerating.
F-A-A.
No.
Facetious. I get it.
Facetious.
Facetious.
No. You can't say
Like
the
a
word.
sneeze.
Okay, go ahead.
It's
Make fun of my my deviated sectum and rectum. Go ahead, make fun of
It's
it.
facetious.
Facetious.
No, facetious.
Facetious.
That's better.
Thank you.
It's better when you mumble on it. It really is.
Slightly better. I got a big dilemma.
Uh-oh.
What do I do about something? Something personal.
Ooh.
Tell you what, I'm going to let you in on my dilemma, and maybe I'll take a vote. Maybe we should open it up to the audience, too. All right, personal dilemma. Next. 6:09, just getting rolling. MJ Morning Show. Let's check on air traffic right now with Pat.
Heads up if you're making
5 MJ here. All right, so I have a personal dilemma here, something I want to run by you. Maybe we'll even open it up to audience participation here on the MJ Morning Show on a Thursday. Oh, first though, Roxanne, what's this problem you're having with your butthole?
Okay. That's really uncalled for.
Hang on, hold on, it came out wrong. Hold on, I'm sorry that came out wrong.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Try again.
Hold on. Every word in that sentence was correct.
Hang on. It just I
Out
caught
of order.
I caught after I said it I caught myself. All right. You just said during the break that you just found a hole in your butt. And I'm sorry. It's a butthole. I'm sorry.
It's true.
All right.
He's not wrong.
I went to the restroom. We have that nice full-length mirror in the restroom.
I don't think we have that in the men's room, do we?
No.
we
I'm sure you don't.
We don't have that.
So I checked, whatever, and I
You
looked.
guys have the nail salon and spa in our restroom, don't
It's so relaxing.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a little
you guys have
getaway.
flowers and knickknacks
We do.
and potpourri
Yeah,
and
all the
all
above.
kinds of crap. All right, so you go to the bathroom during the break,
Yeah, and just
and
kind of
you're checking yourself out. You're admiring yourself in the mirror.
I wouldn't call it admiring, but I would call it like, are your
Did
muffin
you take
tops
selfies?
showing? Or your
Did you take selfies of yourself?
No, I did not take selfies. I just happened to glance. My pants felt a little bit tighter today than
You were checking on your muffin tops.
Yeah, so my pants.
Do you
felt,
have? I don't think you have muffin tops. Do you?
I'm starving.
Yeah, it does sound good.
I'm just thinking of the Seinfeld episode with the
Top of the muffin to you.
the stumps. Remember, nobody wants the stumps.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to your butthole. Let's go back to the
Okay.
hole in your. All right, go
in
ahead.
My pants. And then
Yeah.
my pants felt tight when I put them on today, as all my clothes have after the holidays. And I looked, and there's a big hole right
In
where
your-
the pocket, like almost over your crack, where it reaches your crack, but in between there. So I mean, it's a distinct hole, and so thankfully, I have something I have to do. I was wearing more casual. I was wearing jeans.
Right.
And I have something I have to do after the show today. So I had nicer pants in the car with me.
Did you
So
just go to your car to get your
So I just
secondary set of pants?
Grabbed my backup pair of pants or my
Where are
secondary.
the rip pants? Do you have
Right
those?
here. Yeah, they're right
hold
here.
them up. Hold them. Let's see these. Let's see
You
your-
have backup pants?
Let's-
That's
let's-
interesting.
She has,
Because I have to go to an event. I have to do something
At
today.
any
okay.
given time, I bet Roxanne has like 4 wardrobe changes.
All
in
right,
her
let me
car,
see this
Okay,
butthole.
so this is the pocket.
Right?
Here's the pocket.
No, you gotta hold it up. We can't see it. All right,
up, and
all right,
I
hold-
can- I
no,
can-
hold. Well, also stay on the microphone so we can hear you.
Okay.
All right, now hold up your pants.
See, they look quite large.
Look at this.
I mean, I should fit into these.
Roxanne, but you got to hold them higher. You're behind the
She's
computer
in
monitor.
She's in the camera.
Where's the hole?
So stick your finger through the butthole.
That's what I was just
I'm
gonna
sorry.
do.
Jeez, you are-
Put your finger through the hole in the pants.
Guess what I'm sticking through right now?
All right,
My
oh.
middle finger.
Oh. Whoa.
Roxanne, that is tiny. How can?
If you can stick a finger through it, then that means you can see skin through it. So I don't.
Oh, but
or
it's
underwear.
It's like the size of a dime. You're putting your pink. Was that your pinky?
It's just
What
a little,
finger are you putting through?
It does. Trust me. Okay. What you're
You
looking
can't
at?
see through
no,
that.
What
That's
you're
what I'm
looking
saying.
at-
Come on, really?
What you're looking at. You're looking at a hole as I'm just holding the material up. But when it's stretched across a butt, then the hole gets bigger.
Okay, I do see. Oh, those are stretch jeans.
See what I mean?
Excuse me.
See?
Those are stretch jeans.
Yeah, those are the same kind I wear.
That was a little hiccup, by the
No,
way.
I thought you were having a bedursion in the air.
Oh, bedursion, a fledersion
The
version.
The hole was just going to get bigger as the day.
MJ, look at this
Look.
thing. Look at this hole. You could stick this is my pinky, but this is pretty
a little
sizable.
fart
It
funnel.
is not sizable. Stop
All right.
blowing
Okay,
it out of
he's
proportion.
Here's Thumpkin.
All right,
Yeah,
so
it's-
Here is
all right,
Thumpkin.
it's not that bad. All right. Andrew, were you able to get that clearly on MJTV? All right, for those watching MJTV, you could see Roxanne hold up her jeans after the wardrobe change during the commercial break
And-
because of the hole in her butt, in her jeans.
I was blaming it on the jeans, but now I'm thinking it's the person because these feel awfully tight on me too. I told you I enjoyed myself over the holidays.
How old are those jeans?
I don't know. Too old. I mean, old enough to have holes in them. Probably 5 years old.
Now, will you throw those away or will you repair them?
No,
or-
I'll repair them.
Oh.
Now,
I'll repair.
yourself or you'll take them to a seamstress?
Either a seamstress or Doug.
A jeans
He knows
cobbler.
how to sew.
Well, Doug sews?
He knows how to sew. I don't know how to sew.
Are you kidding me? Dig Doug
Yeah.
sews?
Yeah, that might be too much for him, but
My
he knows how to sew.
God.
And Doug.
Wow.
You need a kick-ass patch. Remember you see jeans
Yeah.
with patches when we were kids or
Yeah, kids.
dungarees?
Yeah.
You don't see
Kids.
that anymore.
With the tough skins by Sears.
Yeah.
Or
Like I used to have them on the knees. Or,
patches. That's
you
right.
need a patch.
All right, so Roxanne, I'm sorry, I didn't think that was that big. But then I remembered that last year, maybe back in November, you had a large hole on one of your butt cheeks. And
My camo pants.
And
I
we-
had to actually pull a shirt down over them.
Right,
Yeah, so
and-
there's a problem here.
but we took a picture of that, and then you freaked out, and you didn't want the picture up on the website.
Yeah,
and then
imagine
you
that.
threw-
Imagine I
you-
want to control my image on the internet.
you
That's so
threw-
weird.
You
For a
threw
picture
a
you posed
hissy
for.
fit. We took a picture of the hole in your butt in November in those pants, and then you're like, "Oh, you can't post that." But it was nothing. It was just it's like showing like some elbow skin, and it just happened to be on your butt. Big. It was like the size of, I don't know, like a silver dollar or something.
I'm sure everyone survived their day without seeing that picture. It was not.
Oh, I'm sure everyone survived also, but you went into kind of a meltdown tizzy. It's like you were an F. It was like,
I went into a meltdown tizzy.
Yeah, the equitable amount of grief that we had to hear about a picture that you initially consented to.
you can exactly.
Yeah,
You even
was-
posed.
I initially
you- hold on
consented
a
to it, and then I didn't like it.
No.
Can I get a word in edgewise?
Please.
All right. You consented to the photo, and then you reneged, and then you like threw a fit. You demanded that Andrew take it down off the website. I mean,
That's the nature of photos. You consent
So-
to a pose, and then you have to approve what actually is on the camera phone.
That's true.
strike a pose. There's nothing to it. What's that line?
Put a hole in your jeans.
Is that whose song is that? Is that
Vogue?
is that
Madonna.
Madonna? Is that
Yeah.
Vogue?
Strike a pose.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it. Vogue, Vogue.
There's something to that. All right. So we're done with the hole in your butt right now, or the butthole.
We're done
Tell her-
until these purple pants get a hole in them.
Phil, her big caboose causes these purple ones to quit.
All right, you ready for my personal dilemma?
Yes.
Should we just handle this in the room amongst you guys, or should we open this up to listener feedback and input?
I don't know till I hear the dilemma. If it's something we can put
Oh,
our
it's-
4 or 5 heads together and solve, then
It's nothing serious. I mean, once I bring this up, you'll have an opinion. I mean, this is not the most drastic thing in the world, but certainly opinions will arise here. What do I do with my ski beard? Should I keep this thing, grow it out? And because right now, this beard is, I think, the longest I've ever let my facial hair grow. I don't think in my life I've ever let it grow this much.
Yeah, but it blends into your face. You can't even tell.
Yeah, I got a good look at you yesterday. I'm like, wow, that is the longest I've ever seen MJ's beard.
It is. And then Michelle even grabbed onto it.
Oh, ew. Wait.
Like in a good way or
Or-
like in a
yeah.
taunting way?
No,
Like-
Michelle, last
You
night,
guys are doing it?
Froggy, will you stop
I'm just
being
wa- I mean,
crude? Stop being grotesque
You're
and
the, one
crude,
bringing,
all right?
you're the one bringing this to us,
So-
MJ.
No, Michelle, my lovely wife, yesterday, when I got home from the morning show, Michelle's like, "Oh, your beard," and she grabbed on, and like right now, I'm grabbing on where she grabbed on. It's right like on the like the sides of my chin, and this, I think this is the longest that I've ever let my beard, facial hair grow in my entire life. And listen, it's not like Santa Claus or anything, but well, that's the point. Should I let this thing grow, or should I actually? You know what I do have here, because I was thinking about doing this yesterday.
Oh, you have your clippers with you? Yeah.
I do have my Panasonic ER1611 for professionals hair clipper thing.
That thing sounds hardcore.
Oh, wait a sec. I just noticed the actual
Is the,
the
head's gone.
the head with the actual grill. It must have fallen in my bag. Hang on.
That's
Yeah,
not good.
That thing's not going to Trim anything.
Oh no, here it is. Yeah, it just snaps right out. So that I'm showing this all off on MJTV. So if you're on MJTV, you can see my beard right now, and literally I'm pulling on it. I mean, I can literally grab onto the hair and pull. This, I'm telling you right now, this is the longest my facial hair has ever been in my life.
All right, a couple of questions.
Yes.
Is it itchy?
You know, it was, and then the itching has subsided. Hang on, I need to
You get to the itchy
let me
phase.
try to put the head back into the you got to get it a certain way.
You got to line up the stick.
Yeah, you got a little notch in there, so I'm just trying to get this back in. There it is. Okay, so it's back in. Let me turn it back. All right, and then there's a little dial on here, so I can take it from number 8 down to number 1, and it moves the little teeth on the clipper. So
Is it uncomfortable to you?
it was more uncomfortable like a week ago where I get a little bit of an itch, but now there's no itch whatsoever. I'm beyond the itch phase. So, guys, just think about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring it back up maybe sometime next hour, and maybe I'll even open up the phones for people that can see it on MJTV, or we'll take just a still shot, put it up on mjmorningshow.com, and I want to make a decision. Should I let this thing grow even more? I'm already at a point where I've never had my facial hair this long. All right, think about that for a second and formulate your opinions. You know what? Let me get an early vote here.
Okay.
Roxanne, should
Yeah.
it stay or should it go?
2 ways to look at this. Well, first of all, what does your wife want you to do?
Oh,
and
geez.
that's the
You guys
answer.
are taking too long. I just
No,
wanted
that's
to.
the answer. What does Michelle want?
Oh,
That's what you do.
Well, I guess we can call Michelle later on.
That's not
if
the
she
answer.
wants you to keep
I
it,
wanted a yes or a no. All right, so Fester.
I say you keep it.
keep
Let
it.
it grow.
All right, Froggy, do you care?
Grow it out
Dude.
like
You should turn that ski beard into a protest beard until we get like a new air conditioner or a new studio.
Oh, protest beard.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to move things. All right, 6:33, just getting rolling here. I've got a pretty tasty pile of morons in the news next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. And X. MJ Morning Show at 6:41. Time for the morons in the news. All right, by the way, I did get a picture I like. Thank you, Roxanne. Roxanne just grabbed my camera phone and grabbed the picture, and I just posted it quickly on my Instagram. Andrew, I also just emailed you the photo so we can get this thing up on our website at mjmorningshow.com. And, of course, those that are watching MJTV, you can see it right now. I'm turning to the side. I don't know if you can see, but I'm literally, I can get my hands on this and I can tug it. I can get like my fingers and my fingertips on. I'm tugging my facial hair. The question is, should it stay or should it go? I just posted an image that Roxanne just took of me moments ago during the commercial break, and my caption reads, should it stay or should it go? This is the longest my facial hair has ever been. Leave it or shave it.
Now, was that the first image I took of you or the 15th?
This was, well, first my eyes were too squinty.
Yeah. So my point is, you want to control your image on the interwebs as well.
Well,
right?
Yeah, but not as much as, it's not a vanity thing. It's like, because I don't really care what I look like. My eyes were just too squinty.
It's different. It's not like you offered to pose for a different picture. You were about having the picture taken down. It's completely different.
Yeah,
no, I would have posed again and taken that picture again, but you guys don't know how to take a good picture.
If you go to my Instagram right now, it's up. So if you go to Certified MJ Radio, that's Certified MJ Radio. On my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and if you don't follow me, give me a follow. Also, go through my feed. There's a lot of good crap on there. And the question is, should I shave this? I call it my ski beard because I don't typically shave during skiing, and we were up in Canada in Whistler for like 2 weeks over Christmas, and the growth is actually probably from maybe a week or a little less prior to us going on vacation. Now, our last show was, Friday the 16th of December. So sometime during that previous week, I didn't shave. And keep in mind that I very rarely, it's only once in the last couple of years that I've actually used like a full-blown razor and shaving cream to take my beard down to like baby smooth skin. I typically, when it's usually like a week and a half, that's when I whip out the clippers, which I actually have with me, and I just take the stubble down, and I leave myself with just like I use like balding clippers. I use these Panasonic professional clippers, so I can get it pretty tight, so I can get the beard down pretty significantly close to my face. But I've always had a little bit of stubble. That's just kind of my thing or whatever. I don't like to shave. I don't like the feeling of having like a Norelco or a Braun shaver with the screens. I don't like that on my face. So that's why I've always just once a week or so I'll grab the clippers and I'll just take it down, leaving a little stubble on my face. But the question is, should I let this beard grow or should I just take it down? And if you want to comment on my Instagram feed, you can do it right now, Certified MJ Radio, and we'll also post the image in a bit on mjmorningshow.com. And I'm going to get into morons now, and then maybe sometime next hour we'll revisit this, and I'll see where the comments lie on my Instagram feed.
Okay, I've never asked a guy this, but I think now's the time. So can you just say you like how your beard is right now?
Yep.
How do you just keep it at that level? Can you do that? Or does it have to be, nope, I got to shave and start fresh?
No, there's a beard trimmer where you know those little attachments that they put on?
Yeah, little clips.
Those little plastic like template things that you stick on the end of the clippers. No, guys can keep their beard at like the same length. It's like the guy with the beard on Ted Lasso, the TV show.
Coach Beard?
No, it's the player with the kind of like the attitude guy. You know what I'm talking? Roy, that's it. Roy, exactly. Thank you. Like that guy's beard is always at the same damn level, and you can get a clipper and you can just keep it at a certain level.
It's a lot like Hedges, right?
All right, it's a lot like Hedges.
Such a beard poser, man.
It's like the Disney hedges, the ones that look like Donald Duck or Minnie Mouse.
Chester, can you still not grow a beard because of you got it lasered?
It's a deal.
Remember when he said he got his face lasered, he could never grow a beard again.
Oh, that's right.
And I said, what if you get the role of a lifetime as Jesus?
I forgot that.
I made a horrific
Fester.
facial
Wait a minute, Fester.
decision.
You've got the goatee going.
Okay, so
No, he got that.
So
top done.
years ago, I had an opportunity to work with a company that did laser hair removal,
Right.
and I had a consultation with these fine folks, and my wife was going to get a treatment done. All right, and I thought that was great, and I was going to use that for the commercials I was going to do for them. And then they kind of said to me, "Hey, is there anything you'd like to have lasered off?"
Ugh.
And I was like,
Yes, my back hair.
well, that was the first. Right? The sentence was not out of their mouth. MJ, the sentence wasn't completely out of their mouth, and my wife's like, "His back, get the back."
Dude, your back is like shag carpet. And the picture of you in Froggy's pool shower at Reddington Shores,
Yeah.
I mean, you could, your back hair, it's like thick carpet from Bob's.
It's thicker than your beard.
So
It is.
So I instantly.
Should Fester shave his back hair? So let's go to the phones. All right, go ahead.
Instantly, I was like, "No, I'm not going to eliminate my pelt. I'm not going to do that."
What would you do in the winter?
And right, I'd be cold. And
Can you complete the story? I got morons in the news to do here.
all right. So my wife said, "Well, you have a scruffy beard. My beard is very coarse." And she's like, "Can you do beards?" And like, "Of course we can." So I went to treatments, and they eliminated most of my beard. My sideburns are always at the same length,
Right.
and they eliminated this entire beard, except we drew it too wide. Because if you look, this is the beard that I have left, but I have to tighten it up to look presentable. And
what a
then,
pain.
and because it's been like 15 years,
It's been a long time.
some hair follicles have regenerated, and I haven't gone back for follow-up service, which is what's recommended. So if I let it grow for like a week, it gets very, very shaggy and patchy and scruffy and horrific and awful.
There you go. All right, early morons in the news. Man, every day there is no shortage of this crap. Of course, it's a Florida story. Guy in Florida. All you got to do is look at a headline as soon as it says Florida man.
I'm reading it.
And here's another one. Florida man beats another man with bricks for not sharing. Do you know what wasn't shared?
A brick?
A crack pipe.
Oh. Listen, when you need that hit.
Oh, man. A Florida guy arrested earlier this week. Opelika police said he beat a man with bricks because he wouldn't let him take a hit off his crack pipe. This is from WPLG, which is, Channel 10 down in Miami.
Wait, where's Opelika? All of a sudden, I got it confused with Apopka.
No, Opelika.
That's south,
Opelika is down toward like the Everglades. Yeah, it's
Right.
not a Popka, where I think Warren Sapp is
Yes,
from.
exactly.
Like the only claim to fame in that whole
Exactly.
poor town.
On December 22nd, the victim told the cops that he was sitting down on a grocery cart on Sinbad Avenue in Opelika
Whoa.
when a man called Urkel. This story's got everything.
Sinbad and Urkel? Any more 90s comedians?
And then
There's
Michael
Michael
J.
Winslow.
Fox or whatever showed up. So there's a guy named Urkel came up to him and said, "Hey, can I have a hit off your crack pipe?"
Got any cheese?
The victim said he told Urkel no. He refused. And then Urkel, who was identified as 29-year-old Tony Harris,
Oh, so Urkel wasn't his
said
birth
he
name.
would break the guy's pipe.
Yeah.
Did I do that?
That's the way it was. Did I do that?
He would break the pipe if he kept asking. So the police report said that Harris then hit the guy's face with a brick.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your favorite kind of pizza? Brick oven pizza.
Man.
Jeez, man. We got bricks, we got crack pipes, we got Urkel, we've got Sinbad. We got it all going on here. The police report said that Harris then smashed the guy in the face with the brick, causing him to stumble, fall down. The guy suffered a fractured nose. After the scuffle, he reportedly took the victim's jacket, grabbed a brick in each hand. The man then told police that Harris threw one of the bricks, which then hit him in the back of the head. The man said that he ran toward a nearby intersection and tripped after his feet began to hurt. And then Harris reportedly caught up to the man and then hit him 4 more times in the head with the bricks.
Gosh.
the
Is the guy
hell?
alive? It's a brick.
All
Kill
right.
the guy.
Urkel, it's enough. Just take my crack.
The man said he was able to get away from Harris and ran for help at a nearby apartment complex, was taken to the hospital. My God. Anyway, Harris, he remains held without bond on felony battery. Crack pipes, Urkel, Sinbad bricks. Oh, my God.
That's a fun police report to write up.
What a mess this thing is. All right, that's just scratching the surface on today's Morons in the News. I'll continue with dose number 2 of the Morons in the News next. Hey, it's the new year. How about a New Year's resolution of get... And MJ Morning Show, Q105. MJ, Froggy, Fester, Roxanne, Andrew, the producer. Now, Froggy, you got back into the studio first. Fester was not here, and, well, Fester is back in, but you just brought something up. We'll get back to the morons in the news in just a second, but listen, stuff happens on this show, folks, and sometimes there's a little deviation and distraction. All right, so what? Tell the audience, tell our listeners exactly what you just told me as you walked into the studio.
I'm just doing this because I'm worried about you, Fess.
That's all right.
But I walked past, there's like an area where there's a pool table and a couch, and Fester was like sitting on the couch, and he was like, ugh. And I'm like, what is it? And I go back, and I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, I feel like bleep. Like, you know, he cursed.
I don't feel well today. I'll tell
And
you
he
that.
said, I've been having horrible stomach pain for like how many days?
3
days. And I go, why don't you go to the doctor? And he goes, I'll be fine.
I don't have a doctor. Fester
You
has
have a
not
tumor
been.
in your gut.
Fester has not been to a doctor in how many years? I know that you had your myasthenia gravis deal, which is sort of in remission at this point. Now, when was that? What year was
That
that?
was 2011.
And then you had a relapse during like some RV show in Michigan. When?
2018.
So you went to the hospital?
I went to because I didn't have a doctor in
You
Michigan.
went to the ER
went to
in
the
Michigan.
ER, and then
Yeah.
I went and met
that-
with a neurologist, and it was fine.
All right.
But
you haven't had a checkup. You haven't had a physical in like years. And you're on the couch back in a lounge area here in our radio complex. And you're on the couch moaning and do me a favor, Froggy, give me an accurate, now don't embellish. Give
All
me
right.
give me an accurate sound of what Fester sounded like laying on the couch groaning.
It was like this.
it was nothing like
All right,
that.
No,
Stop.
he was like,
That sounds like
It was nothing like that either.
okay, I was like,
Listen, if you
All right.
have to lie down on a couch during a commercial break at a Loverboy song because your stomach is hurting,
He's got a tummy
and you've
ache.
got 4 days of pains or whatever the hell it is, that's a problem.
I
I
think
mean,
it
it's
might
not
be-
like you ate something
hold
because
on.
that
I
would go
think it
away.
might be gas though.
It's not a continuous pain. Like right now, I feel fine.
It might be a kidney stone.
But during
or
the
something.
commercial break,
Roxanne said, not this last break, but the break before, Roxanne complained that you crop dusted her on the way out.
Oh,
You did.
I did. I
I
mean,
You know,
knew-
so
I was over there
I
taking
mean-
pictures of him. It wasn't that you did
Yeah.
it specifically to me, but I was taking pictures of MJ, and then I walked back to this side of the studio,
I can't control that.
and I was
anymore.
like, "Oh
I
man!"
can't control it.
if you ever see me on MJTV, like lean over in my chair, that's exactly what's happening right then. Because, but no, I have
dude,
this-
you might have, maybe appendicitis?
maybe.
What if you have...
If it comes
like,
and goes
what
like that, that's weird.
What if
It's
you
like
got
a wave.
what if you got the cancer or something in the stomach?
Oh, no.
Maybe. I mean, it comes in waves.
You
Like,
never know.
No.
right
MJ
now,
kidney stones come in waves.
right now, I feel fine. During the commercial break, it was crampy, and then like during a couple of segments ago on air, I felt crampy.
Dude, go see a doctor. I'm scheduled for my physical in a couple of weeks. I
Crampy
get
or on your period.
Would you say?
I mean,
He's crampy.
I'm crampy.
Kinda-
Roxanne, I
you've
feel
been
like-
cranky too, so
You know what?
very well could be.
He is. You're cranky. You're grumpy. Well, the cranky and grumpiness. Roxanne, you really don't know Fester from a prior life, but Froggy and myself, we've noticed now, really since we've been back, since the MJ Morning Show came back, that Fester's like kind of cranky and crotchety and grumpy and
No. You
you know.
You
Sort of
guys just hear
curmudgeon-y.
things differently than I say them. That's all.
Curmudgeon. All right.
Paw Patrol will be there on the double whenever there's a problem. Round Adventure Bay, Ryder and his team of pups will come and save the day. Marshall, Rubble, Chase, Rocky, Zuma, Sky, yeah, they're on the way. Paw Patrol,
All right. This is sacrilegious.
That
This-
song rocks.
This is terrible.
will be there on the double.
How could a local woman, in a sacrilegious fashion,
So here we go, Paw Patrol.
keep a bunch of fentanyl in a Paw Patrol backpack?
Right?
How can you? That is like, clutch the pearls. This is out of Palm Harbor, and this Newport Richie woman has been accused of leaving a bag containing a whole bunch of fentanyl in it at Walmart in Pinellas County earlier this week. According to the arrest report from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, 40-year-old Karen.
Of course.
We got a Karen here. How many Karens are on fentanyl? Are they on fentanyl because of all the Karen jokes these days?
I would bet that Karen is a higher percentage name.
All right, here we go. Karen Broadmerkel. Karen Broadmerkel, 40 years old, was apparently caught on the Walmart video surveillance camera dropping a zippered container with a Paw Patrol design in the pet food aisle at Walmart when she was leaning over to look at items on the shelves. Now,
So she just put it down to look at some dog food or something.
she dropped it. Now she's on the pet food aisle. Now, if I'm not mistaken, when you're in a lot of the Walmarts are laid out the same. And when I'm in a Walmart, you got the pet food section, and then it's kind of close to then when it transfers into like the food and grocery section. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the back right of the store, and then you got, at least in a lot of the Walmart layouts that I know.
Yeah, it's in the back.
Right, in the back is the pet food section. Sometimes it's against that back wall, or it's just before you get to like the eggs, the yogurt, and the water in the back of a Walmart. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So she leaves or drops this zippered container. It's like a Paw Patrol print and design. It's like a backpack, and she leaves it. So she calls the store and tells the staff, hey, I think I left my backpack, this Paw Patrol backpack. They had already retrieved it. She said, hey, I'm coming to get my bag. Well, guess what? You find the bag in a Walmart. What are employees going to do?
I mean, just for identification purposes, you have to look through it.
They're going to open it up. So they open up the bag. The sheriff's office was asked to respond because the store inspected the bag as abandoned property, and they recognized, oops, we got some stuff in the bag that might be a little problematic. So Pinellas County deputies, they respond to check out the Paw Patrol backpack bag that this woman left in the pet food aisle at Walmart in Palm Harbor. And inside the backpack, allegedly multiple little plastic baggies with white powdery substance-like material inside.
Yeah.
2 containers with an unknown substance, a glass pipe, aluminum foil, metal and plastic straws, razor blades, lighters, scissors.
Jeez.
This is like a whole Paw Patrol drug kit.
Yeah, she had it all.
Could we change the Paw Patrol characters to drug characters? Because you got Rocky becomes Crack Rocky, Sky.
Hey, it's cracky.
Sky High.
Where's Methy?
Methy, yeah, exactly. Dopey.
Did the sheriff's department respond with a canine unit?
Deputies said that Broadmerkel then denied owning the bag or anything inside it. After she calls to say, hey, I think I left my Paw Patrol backpack in the pet food aisle at Walmart. I'm coming to get it. But they had already looked inside and like, whoops. So they call the cops. They show up. The white substance inside allegedly tested positive for fentanyl, according to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. The other item inside the bag, or the other items, they were submitted for testing, so we haven't seen the results yet on that. She was booked into the Pinellas County Jail, charged with possession of a controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, and being a dumbass. How about that?
Being a silly goose.
Hey, did you, speaking of fentanyl, oh, let me play the Paw Patrol jingle one more time.
Yeah,
How
great.
dare you? How dare you desecrate the Paw Patrol with fentanyl in a Paw Patrol backpack?
Paw Patrol will be there on the double. Whenever
Yeah, the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office will be there on the double
Yeah, they
when the
will.
Walmart employees find the fentanyl and drug paraphernalia inside.
save the day. Marshall.
I think the Paw Patrol could save the day on this one. I think they could sniff that fentanyl out. I think they could chase after that woman.
That's right. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office brought their Paw Patrol drug-sniffing dogs in on the action.
She's probably a relative of Mayor Humdinger.
Hey, speaking of fentanyl, did you see the story earlier this week? I've had it in the pile, but I just didn't get around to it. an art teacher in New Jersey overdosed on fentanyl in front of students in class?
Did she survive? Like
What is
overdose,
going on?
die, or overdose, go to the hospital?
Art teacher, suburban New Jersey, middle school, arrested after he overdosed in front of students. Frank Thompson, 57 years old, Roosevelt Intermediate School in Westfield, New Jersey. Man, you got a problem when you're a 57-year-old guy and you're overdosing on fentanyl in front of students in art class. Yeah, that's terrible. He was first observed in distress by students. He was actively treated by the school nurse. Cops immediately recognized the signs that the teacher was overdosing and then just hit him with the BAM! Hit him with the Narcan! Hit him with the big needle like in Pulp Fiction.
Saved his life.
Oh, my God. I mean, is that insane? Oh, then he said, hey, listen, it was performance art. I'm an art teacher.
That's right.
Yeah,
No,
right.
He didn't say that. But, man, people in fentanyl, man. And
I mean, doesn't that stuff kill you instantly? I don't understand. How do you do it? I thought if you like sniffed it, you die.
You can sniff it, ingest it,
But I thought
shoot it up.
I thought if you touched it, you died.
Well, yeah,
No,
I
no.
know that's confusing. So I think what it has to do is the street grade, because one of my relatives just had fentanyl in the hospital, and she was like,
in a medical setting,
Right.
using fentanyl as a painkiller, they can manage it.
Right.
But Froggy, what you're saying is you don't die always if you touch fentanyl.
Well, there's a video
But-
of a cop
but-
that like touched it or
you
got
know,
near it.
That's somewhat controversial.
That's not real?
Well, no.
Oh.
There appear to be some cases where through touch and the fentanyl entering your body subcutaneously, through your skin.
but that's not medical grade fentanyl. That's the street stuff. That's
There's
like
people
higher
that
potency.
do coke that's laced with and they die.
Listen, I'm not a fentanyl expert here, but
I don't
just,
understand
just,
it.
just stay away from the crap. Oh, one other thing, man. I got just a ton of great things here. I've got the Lyft driver from hell. Uber, Lyft. The Lyft driver from hell also will re-explore my facial hair. Part of the issue is with my beard, the longest I think it's ever been in my life. My beard is gray now, and I think it does make me look older. All right, hold on to that thought because I want to put it up for a vote on whether I need to shave this facial hair. And then next, in minutes, we start the really long segment. An hour and 20 minutes nonstop. MJ Morning Show begins next here on Q105. Don't move. 4, and boom, just like that, the 1 hour and 20-minute non-stop chunk of the MJ Morning Show begins right now. Let's do it. All right, let me just start quickly with the Lyft driver. Oh, jeez, man.
It's okay. It's not a call. I set an alarm. I was sleeping on the couch again.
Oh, my
and
God.
I set an alarm to come back to the studio on time.
Well, you wouldn't have been on time. If that was your alarm, we're already 35 seconds into the segment.
I was hoping you would have played a longer song than Caribbean Queen, which I love.
That clocks in at 3 minutes and 31 seconds.
I was hoping
and I did a little bit of an early fade.
I was hoping you were going to play like a 440 or something.
Oh, my God. Or Separate Ways at 5:12.
I was hoping Ted was going to saddle us with some.
Yeah, drop that one this morning. All right.
Hey, I was just FaceTiming with my daughter, and she asked a really, really good question. It's kind of relatable to Fester today.
Yep.
She's like, what do you do if you're talking on the radio?
Oh, what the hell is that? What are you
Sorry, my alarm. I was sleeping back in the office.
Oh, Froggy.
Hey, my bad.
We really need to have a morning show office couch so I can sleep in it during commercial breaks. Can we investigate that?
Roxanne, can you please finish your story?
Yeah, so she was just asking, what do you do if you have to go to the bathroom? I'm like, that's a really good question. I said I have to time it and go before our long chunk of talking, or, I just pee my pants if I need to.
Oh, Rox. That's what I do.
I've got a catheter. So right now we're going for an hour and 20 minutes with no interruption, just nonstop. So welcome, folks, and thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show. I mentioned this Lyft driver from hell. And listen, bottom line is most of these rideshare drivers, Lyft, Uber, whatever, I mean, they're decent folks. They're trying to, make a living. They're trying to make some extra money or whatever. And listen, in any walk of life, you're going to get a bad egg. You're going to get a nut job, wacko, bad seed, whatever. This is a Lyft driver in Houston, and, they didn't say Uber driver. They said Lyft driver, but you realize that nationwide, most of them bounce back and forth.
Yeah, I've seen the guys with the two little placards in their window, and they illuminate the one that they're working for right now.
Most of the whenever I use a rideshare, most of the drivers that I've utilized, they do both Lyft and Uber.
Yeah, they have both the stickers up.
Yeah. So here's a deal out of Houston. This is like a Lyft driver from hell, and Uber's saying, oh, man, I'm glad he was a Lyft driver that day. Houston, Texas, couple says the Lyft driver who arrived last week to take the wife to work. So you got this? Lyft driver shows up at the house. This is last week in Houston. Driver shows up at the house. Wife is catching a ride to work. He gets out of the car, exposes his genitals in the driveway, and starts playing basketball.
What?
The
He's
guy
on drugs.
The guy he gets out of his Lyft, drops his pants, and starts playing basketball because they have a hoop set up in their driveway. And the guy starts playing basketball with his pants down and his junk flopping all around. There were 3 balls there, apparently.
All right, so if I weren't in such a rush to get to work, I'd be thoroughly entertained.
And then he urinates in the yard.
I mean, you got to go.
My God.
He's handling 3 balls at once. Is he a globetrotter?
Give me the
Globetrotter.
The tricks he does with those balls.
Give me the globe. Yeah.
Sweet Georgia Brown.
Sweet Georgia Brown. Why is there a naked man doing layups?
It's Meadowlark Lemon.
Oh, my gosh.
I wonder if we could take calls. Just ask for a second here. This is just unplanned, spontaneous, as is a lot of the show. But with this particular story, could we go to phones now and ask our listeners, have you ever had just an insane Lyft or Uber driver? Have you ever had a crazy Lyft or Uber driver experience? I don't know what kind of response we'll get, but phones are already ringing. 800-990-1047. So hearing about this Houston Lyft driver, he exposes himself. He's playing basketball in their driveway naked, and then he whizzes in the yard. All right, 800-990-1047. Have you ever had a really, really bad Lyft or Uber driver experience? Anything nutty? Anything? This was nutty. This was a nutty experience with this guy. 800-990-1047 if you've got any kind of story about a weird Uber or Lyft experience that you've been in. Yeah, Fester.
I have Sweet Georgia Brown by Louis Armstrong ready for you.
Louis Armstrong?
But is this the version that we kind of all know?
I mean, how
Probably not.
I don't think
different
Louis.
could it-
Dude, it's a black and white video of him
I
on
don't
some
know.
show playing the clarinet.
Play it. Yeah, I mean, a bunch of people play Sweet Georgia
geez.
Brown.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, this isn't it, Fester.
Dude, that's not the Harlem
All right, I'll
Globetrotters
keep looking.
version.
I'll keep looking.
Why don't you type in Harlem Globetrotters theme
You
song?
picked
dummy?
the worst possible version of Sweet Georgia Brown. Right
Yeah.
there.
Harlem Globetrotters song.
How about that? How about you play the Harlem Globetrotters version
Let's hear it.
on YouTube? Yeah, here
Now
we
we're
go.
talking.
I don't know, but it sounds to me
Oh,
like
now they're.
Yeah,
Oh,
get
that's
into it,
that's
get into
Curly.
it.
That's the
Curly.
Yeah.
himself a ball.
There we go.
This is it, buddy.
This is it. You know, they still exist. They still do
Yeah,
their
they do.
shows and
Yeah.
everything.
Of course.
I remember, before we try to take a call or two here, I remember when I was a kid that my mom took me to see the Harlem Globetrotters a couple of times before we moved to Virginia in 1976. We lived in New York. We lived up in Rockland County in Nanuet. And I remember at least like twice going to Madison Square Garden to see the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, I've seen them.
That's a show.
I think
And then
Al
I
Keck-
also remember when they guest starred on Scooby Doo.
Those
they
were
were
the
always on Scooby Doo.
Best episodes.
When I went to the game, Al Keck was playing with the Generals, and he almost broke his ankle.
What?
Yeah, you know, remember they used to get local celebrities
Oh.
to play with the opposing team that
Yeah.
always somehow lost to the Globetrotters?
Back to the phones here. Is this Andrew? Is this an Uber or Lyft story? Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Scott from Tampa, Florida.
Yes, Scott. Hi, I'm MJ from Tampa, Florida. All right, but I'm broadcasting from St. Petersburg, Florida right now. All right, so Scott, have you had a weird Lyft or Uber experience?
Most definitely. So I'm going to throw you a little bit of curveball. So I'm actually an Uber and Lyft driver.
Oh, so you're a driver. All right. See, I'm still looking. I'd like to get passengers. I would love to hear from listeners who I'll hear your story, Scott. But let me just promote this one more time. I'm looking for passengers that have had a crazy Uber or Lyft experience. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. All right, Scott. So you're a driver.
Yeah, so I had a lady. I picked her up in Lakeland, Florida. And
By the way, you don't have to say Florida with everything. We understand that if you're calling from Tampa, we understand it's Florida. If you're talking about Lakeland, we understand it's Florida. Okay.
yeah, so, she was talking to me and she was going on with, if you believe it, you can achieve it, the power of the mind. I'm like, okay, this lady's kind of cool. And then she was talking about how she does that and she can levitate. And I'm like, what?
Wait, in the back of your car, the power of the mind, and then she tells you that she can levitate?
I'm like, what kind of witch? I mean, I was silent. And I don't normally talk to my people. I'm like, all I'm going to do is say something wrong, and she's going to do some voodoo on me, and tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up to pricking, spots all over my body, and I'm like freaking out.
So she didn't look
I
like
gotta
Dua
get-
Lipa levitating.
All right, well, did you say to her, all right, well, go ahead, levitate in the back seat of my Uber?
No. My life is hard enough. All I need is some woman bouncing on the top of my car.
Yeah, amen, man.
Well, what happened? Did you just finish the ride and that was it?
Yeah, I was dead quiet. Just finished the ride.
Crazy.
Now, are you a part-time Uber or Lyft driver, or is this a full-time gig for you?
Full time.
Nice.
All right, cool.
From Lakeland, where was she going?
Tampa.
Florida?
Tampa, Florida?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. Where are you right now? What city are you in right now?
I'm in Clearwater.
Is that Florida?
Yep.
All right, just checking.
Just making
All right,
sure.
All right, thanks.
All right, all lines up.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, bye.
Have a great
You know,
day.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
we owe a debt of gratitude to all of the Lyft drivers and Uber drivers out there who keep the MJ Morning Show on in their car
Yep.
while they pick up people from in town or from out of town or whatever. But a lot of people get exposed. I've heard of several people already who found out that we're back through their Lyft and Uber driver.
I follow a great YouTube channel called Uber Interactions.
Are you serious?
or something
Dude,
like
you're
that.
a grown man,
Yes.
and you're on YouTube more hours a day than a 13-year-old.
So this guy gets in the Uber with 2 gigantic beers that are open,
Right.
and he sits down. The Uber goes, "I can't drive with that. Those are open beers." And he goes, "Come on, man." He goes, "No, you got to get out." And the guy just pours the beers on the guy's car floor, and then gets out.
Are you
And he
serious?
just stares at it,
Pours it
right in his car. It's on YouTube. It's great.
What is it called? Uber Encounters?
Uber beer pour, maybe. Or,
Dude, how many hours? No wonder why I can't get any good show prep out of you. You're just watching Uber all day long, or YouTube all day
But the
long.
YouTube is the good show prep.
Yeah.
excuse me.
All right, I'm
I
sorry.
told you about Mr. Beast yesterday.
Hold on, but wait a minute. You complain about not having enough time to do your shelving business and
No, I don't.
having enough time to do the MJ Morning Show content, and you're on YouTube like all day long.
Yes.
And yes.
Your point? I'm not.
I mean, how many hours a day do you waste?
What
on
I do is I work and I put it on and I watch and listen to it, as I like to watch Blue Dot interrogations. That's a good one. Police cams. What's the name of that one? That's a good one. I'll watch
Audit
the
the
stuff.
Audit.
Audit the Audit is a good one.
Yeah, I'm just
Interrogations again
the
are
same
great.
way a lot of people work with the radio on, or some people work with the television on. He works with YouTube on.
Yeah, it's not like I'm sitting there, with a thumb in it doing nothing.
Yesterday, I can't remember what time it was. Andrew, if you know the rough time that I told the story, I made a mention yesterday that I came home from Christmas vacation. It was the first time I was bringing this up on the program yesterday. But we get home from Christmas vacation. We arrived at, 6 o'clock or so at night on New Year's Day. So we come back on January 1st. I didn't go to the post office to my P.O. box to get the mail on Sunday. I waited until Monday. We were also off on Monday, January 2nd. That was the federal observation day. So I go to pick up my mail from the last, 2+ weeks of Christmas break. And among my mail is a whole freaking stack of letters from my insurance company. They do my homeowner's insurance. They've got my car insurance, umbrella policy, all that crap. And I open up the mail and I'm canceled. They are non-renewing my homeowner's insurance. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking at the letters, and most of the letters said that I was being non-renewed for my homeowners, my excess flood policy, because of Florida exposure. And this is happening. I think I heard that like 13 insurance companies have pulled out of the state of Florida. I mean, we have an insurance crisis in this state when it comes to homeowners insurance. And this is going to be it already is a problem. And then if you have to go to the insurance company of last resort, which is Citizens, I hear that they just suck. I hear that, and that's like the state policy. And I'm told by people, if you have a claim with Citizens, good luck. That it is like impossible to deal with them, that they like wear you out, and it's like they drag it out, and they just bank on half the people just going away because they're so frustrated that they don't pursue a claim.
Yeah, they want you to cancel them.
My God. Anyway, so I'm canceled by my like AAA insurance company. It's a good company, and my homeowners is canceled. My policy expires like I think midnight on June 1st or something. So now I've got, I got to shop for new insurance. So I'm told by my broker that they're going to try to replace me, but my rates could go up 40 or 50%. So I talked about this on the show yesterday. Andrew says I mentioned this at 8:01, according to our log. I mentioned this at 8:01 on yesterday's program, and it was not long after that, and I realized this. I didn't see it right away, but a local television news celebrity actually was listening to the show, and that happens a lot. A lot of the local TV folks listen to us because, listen, we're good for a lot of good material. So guess who it was? Guess which local news personality contacted me on Twitter first and said, "Hey, I was canceled too."
Dennis Phillips.
Dick Fletcher.
Bill Ratliff.
All right, guys, we can.
I was going to say Bill Ratliff.
Hey, all right. First of all,
Let me tell you about the time I got
Dick-
Bill Ratliff so pissed at me. Oh man, he threatened my life.
Bill Ratliff, formerly of Channel 8.
Super nice guy until
Yeah.
he met me.
Why did Bill Ratliff threaten your life?
Because I used to do traffic reports for Channel 8. Like my first day at the radio station, they're like, okay, great. You're going to do traffic reports and we're going to put you on News Channel 8 your first day. I'm like, because I used to do it over the phone before Gary McHenry was in the plane.
Oh, that's right. So you
I
did.
want to hear some of those too.
Yeah. So like at 6 o'clock in
Can
the
you
morning.
imagine Festa was doing traffic reports on the morning news on Channel 8 back in the 90s?
At 6 o'clock in the morning, Bill Ratliff and Gail Guayardo did the morning show.
Yeah.
And like at 6:02, they're like, and let's get our first look at traffic with WFLA's Dominic Siciliano. And I'm like, good morning, Bill and Gail. Talking in the newsroom next to Martin Giles and Steve Hall.
Right.
Like, no major problems on the interstate. Everything's looking clear. Okay.
So you sound like a total amateur
It's
goon.
My first day.
Did Steve Hall throw a chair at you?
He was throwing chairs, not at me, not that time, but I think I said, back to you, Gail and Bob, right? and then they invited me to News Channel 8, and I met Bill Ratliff, and he smelled like cigarettes, and he was a super great guy. And he's like, hey,
But
listen.
wasn't he a chain smoker?
Oh, yeah, he was a big smoker.
All news people.
And he's like, hey, listen.
He was the chain smokers before the chain smokers were the chain smokers.
I know you're
What was the chain smokers' big song that they had like 6 years ago?
It was-
I Can't Feel My Fate. No.
No, their big song was called Bill Ratliff. And, and Bill, I got to meet Bill, and he's like, hey, listen, I know you're new at this. Don't ever call me Bob again. I'm like, what? He goes, you called me Bob
that's
two
not
times
quite.
last week.
That's not quite threatening to kill you.
And he gave me the look. He goes, don't ever
All
call
that,
me.
I thought he really threatened to kill you.
Well, I'm sure
Oh,
he's,
what a
he-
bummer.
he's a nice
So,
guy. He's since passed.
guys.
But,
Bill Ratliff has passed?
yeah, he passed like 10 years ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I know that Dick Fletcher from Channel 10, the former weather guy, that he was also a chain smoker. Seriously, if you were on Gandy Boulevard passing Channel 10 over in St. Pete, if it was like between 3 and like 11:30 p.m., you could see Dick Fletcher smoking outside the side door of the building. I'm telling you. I passed by there a bunch of times and Dick Fletcher was smoking outside.
Bill Ratliff passed at 63.
I didn't know
2012.
that. I had no idea. Anyways, can I answer the question?
Yeah, please.
What were we even talking about?
All right. So the question was, which local news celebrity messaged me, I'll give you a hint, that her homeowner's insurance was canceled as well?
Veronica Cintron.
Who's
So
that?
from Bay News 9?
Bay News 9. Bay News
Oh,
9.
she doesn't work there anymore.
Suzalenko?
Suzalenko.
No.
Cheryl Brown?
Gail Sierens?
No.
Gail Sierens,
Heather Van
yeah.
Ness.
What? No. Why are you guys naming all these people that are not in Tampa Bay TV anymore?
Suzalenko.
No, it's not.
My
Suzalenko's
guess.
been gone from Channel 10 for 15 years.
Gail Sierens.
No, she's been gone from Channel
All right.
8 for years.
Kathy Fountain.
No, it's not. Stop naming all these. No.
Kelly Ring.
No, Kelly Ring
That was
also
actually-
just retired last
All right,
May. No, come on.
I'm out of guesses.
I can't name anymore.
Better Call Bankin.
Yes! Yes!
I don't even.
The bank.
Yes,
What,
Shannon Bankin. And then I'm texting her last night. And you know what? We ought to try to call her. Hold on a sec. Hey, Andrew, I'm going to call. I've got Shannon Bankin's cell number in
Is she
my.
going to investigate your case?
I have Suzalenko's
Her,
number.
wait a
if you wanna
minute.
give her on the line.
Her insurance was canceled as well.
Oh, jeez.
So Shannon Bankin's insurance, and I said to her, we were texting last night, and I said, because I noticed that she had sent me a message on Twitter saying, hey, my insurance was canceled as well. My homeowners because of the hurricanes. And my deal is, I've got a pretty big insurance company, and it's a kind of a high end AAA insurance company, and I'm canceled. And most of the letters said that I was canceled because they're reducing their catastrophic Florida risk, which tons of people are getting canceled because of, hurricane exposure and, of course, Ian that just whacked into Southwest Florida a couple of months back. But also I got like one of the cancellation letters. They send you a different cancellation letter for like every element of your policy. So the mail volume is ridiculous. It's comical. So all of them said they were reducing their catastrophic hurricane risk in Florida. That's why I'm being canceled. And then one letter said I was being canceled because I had a late payment in 2019 and a late payment in 2020.
Boy, they really held that against you. Didn't say anything at the time.
And it's like, and the payments posted like a day or two late. It's like, give me a freaking break. You know what that is? That's like just trying to CYA, covering their butts, like with the Florida Insurance Commissioner. Oh, we got to come up with a reason why we're canceling this guy. And but they had no problem renewing me in 21, 22. Give me a break. That is such a bogus BS excuse. Anyway, let me call Shannon Bankin here and see if Better Call Bankin from Channel 8, consumer reporter and, getting people their money back. So I asked her last night, I'm like, hey, so what is your insurance company? And she said, Progressive. So Progressive canceled her homeowners, the whole hurricane deal. And I texted back. Let me share with you what I texted her. And I did get a smiley face. I said, I think on your next Channel 8 appearance, you ought to call Flo a bitch.
What?
Flo from Progressive.
Yeah.
Hang on, hey, Better Call Bankin. Let me
call her right now.
You better call her.
Let me call Bankin from Channel 8. All right, details 813. All right, Andrew, get ready to pick up. 813. All right, let me see if this thing rings. Let's see if she's available to take my call. All right, Andrew, pick up a hot one and see if Bankin's available. Hey, her motto is Better Call Bankin.
Call her right now.
I'm calling her right now.
Yeah, don't wait.
Yep.
So when she gets her cancellation letter in the mail, she's like, oh, this is a whole segment.
I don't
right
even
here."
have to prep.
Yeah, I don't know if she's going to do a story on it, but listen, the homeowners insurance situation in Florida with insurance, it's a mess. It is an absolute mess.
How's that going to go? She's
Andrew,
like,
is she not picking up her cell phone? Oh, hold on a sec. Hang on. Now he's got his thumb up.
I don't know what that means.
So it might mean that he's talking to her right now.
So let me get the phones when you're dialing them in studio,
Yeah.
so we can talk back and forth. Anyway, how does that work? She's like, I called myself after I received a letter from my insurance carrier that I was dropped.
I looked at myself in the mirror.
now-
I walked into the office and said, "Are you canceling Shannon Bacon?"
All right, hang on a minute.
Oh, who are you? I'm Shannon Bacon.
Better Call Bankin. Better Call Bankin from Channel 8 is on the phone. Shannon, welcome to the MJ Morning Show again.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning. So I was just sharing with the crew that a local news celebrity reached out to me on Twitter after obviously hearing the show yesterday that I was canceled with my homeowner's insurance. And then you had reached out to me and messaged me on Twitter saying, I was canceled too. And then we kind of exchanged back and forth. So, I mean, Shannon, this is a mess. I mean, I know I'm starting to learn about people after I talked about this yesterday. I'm getting texts from people that I know that are saying, hey, same boat. They've been canceled by their homeowners insurance company that they've had for, in some cases, 20 years.
Yes, a lot of people, we've been covering this at Channel 8. A lot of people are getting canceled right now. And then as I mentioned to you, when I heard you yesterday talking about this, it was like, I'm going through this exact same thing. I just got the same letter in the mail that you got that said that they're trying to decrease their security. They want to make sure that they don't have a problem with the hurricanes. And so now I'm getting canceled. I have a couple months to find another insurance company like a lot of other people in our area.
The problem is, and I'm hearing that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get written. Now, my insurance broker, which is a pretty well-known broker in the Tampa Bay area, they're telling me that if they can get my insurance replaced somewhere else, that I might pay 40 to 50% more in my homeowner's premium.
Yes, and we're hearing from a lot of people that are having the exact same problem. They're having to pay a lot more. In a lot of cases, you have to wait until you are non-renewed before you can actually switch. And I found that out for myself. I have an insurance agent looking, and they said that they don't have any other companies right now that want to write me. So it's going to be Citizens Property Insurance probably. And even that policy I won't be able to get until at least 30 days out from the non-renewal. So, I just had my fingers crossed that the estimates that they're giving will be the same then. But we just don't know. There's a lot of things going on in the legislature right now, and we're hoping that that will help people. But a lot of people are having to make tough decisions, as you mentioned yesterday, on whether they're going to be able to afford their property insurance or not.
It's insane. Now, just for the conversation, I'm going to mention that I'm thinking about self-insuring because I paid my house off a little while ago, so I don't have a mortgage on my house, so I don't have a requirement to hold homeowners insurance. So I'm even thinking, do I just get like a fire and liability and like burglary policy and I forego the excess flood and the hurricane and wind damage? And I already had a ridiculous deductible. My deductible for my home for like wind damage from a hurricane, my deductible is like $120,000. It's like insane.
It was a lot.
So at this point, do I even try to replace the insurance or do I just self-insure? That's, I just renewed my federal flood through my insurance company. So my federal flood has been renewed, which is like $250. But I always carried excess flood. Anyway, Shannon, follow this story and follow the stories on people that have had like a miserable time trying to collect from citizens when they've had a claim.
Yes. And, Citizens is going to have a lot more policies. I'm probably going to be one of them. A lot of people are. So that's something that we're definitely going to keep following as this mess unfolds.
Anyway, you say better call banking, and guess what? I just called banking.
Thanks.
All right.
You have a great day.
Thank you, Shannon. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Let's call Better Answer Aaron now and see what's going on.
All right. I want to talk about a celebrity that got in trouble for something that they were involved with, was canceled for a while, came back after years on the sidelines, and then something else has popped up, and then folks were like trying to cancel the individual again. And I'm like,
recanceled?
I'm like, come on, this is not a thing.
Can you only get canceled once, or can you get canceled multiple times?
Well, in this case, I think they were trying to cancel him multiple times. However, I don't know if it's going to stick. Now, when you think of a celebrity, I'll give you a couple of hints here. Think of a celebrity that was involved in a hot mic incident with a large political figure.
Okay, we know who it is now.
On a tour bus.
Yeah, I know.
Who was it?
I can't think of his name, but
Billy
I know
Bush.
who
Yeah,
the
his name is
Billy
Billy
Bush.
Bush.
Well, guess what? Froggy can think of his name because he just blurted it out.
How can you forget a name like Billy Bush?
He did an interview with Donald Trump long before he ever ran for president or
He
anything
didn't
like that.
say anything.
And
They
Donald
were
Trump,
they were pulling up to like a back lot of one of the TV studios in L.A. and I think that was the whole grab him by the blank thing, and
how
it was
somebody
Trump.
was boasting.
Yeah.
Trump was boasting he could have any woman he wanted.
Right,
He
so
just grabs him by.
It was Trump.
Oh my God.
Trump and Billy Bush. And remember that whole thing blew up right before the election in 2016. Anyway, Billy Bush, wasn't he was already part of like the third hour of the Today Show, right?
Today Show dropped him like a rock.
Oh,
And there was
yeah.
a settlement, and he got money as he went out the door, but they took him off TV for a long time.
He was on the Today Show. He had bought like a $10 million like apartment in New York City in
He
Manhattan.
was good on the air, too. I liked him.
Oh, I think Billy Bush is good.
Yeah.
I've always had a favorable,
He's very charming.
I've always had a favorable reaction to Billy Bush. So he got in trouble for that, and the Today Show fired him because of that whole incident on the tour bus with Trump. And then he disappeared for years. Then he has a rebirth, and then he's hired years later by Extra. Extra, the TV, gossip show, the
I think that's where
entertainment
he
show.
started, right? Didn't he used to be on those shows?
I
The
think he
entertainment
did.
shows,
Yeah.
But he was on he was on Access Hollywood.
Yes.
So the whole incident with Trump on the tour bus, that's when Billy Bush was Access Hollywood. And then Today Show picked him up, and then he loses that gig. He just gotten the job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Trump becomes president, he gets blown out.
Yeah, so Trump is president for 4 years, and he's blown out
He
because
didn't even say he was just laughing
because
along.
of the stuff that Trump had said.
How does Trump not hire Billy Bush as like press secretary?
Well,
so crazy.
here's the deal. Now it turns out that a audio clip resurfaced from October, and this just came out like last week. It was the weekend or early this week. This just came out, and it happened back on Halloween last year. So just back in October 31st. And they were talking about Kendall Jenner and Toy Story. So this is over 6 years after his career went into the toilet with the whole Access Hollywood tape on the tour bus. And then a new video clip has popped up, and someone, it appears, is trying to get him in trouble again.
Poor Billy.
Somebody leaked a clip to the Daily Beast website about Billy Bush joking on set during a taping of the TV show Extra about Kendall Jenner's Toy Story Halloween costume.
Sounds like there's a Bush hater out there.
Sure does.
Yeah.
So last Halloween, they had video of Kendall Jenner dressed up as a Toy Story character.
Okay.
And Billy Bush makes a joke on set, but this was not like on the show, but tape was rolling, and then somebody leaks the tape to the Daily Beast website. You want to hear what it is?
Please.
Sure.
It has to be horrible.
Kendall Jenner, looking good. She's in good shape. She's attractive. She's got a killer body, and she's dressed up as.
Oh my God!
Look at her. She was dressed up as like a cowgirl.
Who is the cow? I forget her name. Who's the cowgirl on Toy Story?
Jessie.
Jessie.
That's right. Yeah, it was Jessie.
It was Jessie, yes.
So, because Billy Bush even mentions Jessie. So she's dressed up like Jessie the cowgirl in Toy Story, and this is what Billy Bush said.
Kendall goes as Jessie. And believe me, there were a lot of Woodies.
That's it?
So
The guy can't say anything ever.
So, of course, Woody.
That would be a joke that we would say on this dumb show.
Woody is a huge character in Toy Story.
Did you just call our show dumb?
I'm just saying that's something like me or you would say.
Oh yeah, I would immediately. All of us would make a Woody joke eventually.
I mean, the guy can't say nothing.
I would say probably to Asphinity and beyond.
Can you please use proper grammar,
He
proper
can't say
English?
not know nothing ever.
He can't say anything. Not enough. So this is the audio bite. Off camera, let's say somewhat off by. He's making a joke on set because Kendall Jenner looks phenomenal. You know, rocking that bod. She's in a tight little, she's got like her midriff is showing.
I don't know that I've ever seen jeans cut like that before.
It's like a bikini cut, like jean shorts is what she's wearing.
Denim bikini bottom.
Right.
Kendall goes as Jessie. And believe me, there were a lot of Woodies.
How about the other guy that said it and repeated it? Is he going to get
I
canceled?
think that was the floor director. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's just locker room talk.
Come on, they're trying to cancel the guy again. Give me a break. That's nothing.
Ugh.
Billy Bush is like, I'm just going on talk strike forever. My
Can't see anything.
So my lip shut.
I think this might have passed. He said there's no malicious intent. It was a joke. Come, give me a break.
I mean, Bill Cosby's on tour.
I don't think he's gone back on tour yet.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's just a threat.
I'm just saying. I mean, how these people? Louis C.K.'s back doing appearances.
Yeah, that's right. Louis C.K. is back. But can you imagine the whole Bill Cosby thing? We talked about this when we got back from Christmas break last week, that there's a story out that Bill Cosby wants to resume his stand-up comedy tours.
It's the skin
First
tag
of all,
tour.
isn't the guy like incapacitated? He looks like he's about to keel over.
Yeah, that's a great
He
point.
looks dead.
He
He
did look
looks
that way
like-
prior to all this happening, and jail must have made him a little worse, and time.
He's like a zombie these days.
He's completely blind.
He's
Yeah.
like accused of, over decades drugging women to have, his way with them. I mean, just Bill Cosby, go away.
Yeah.
Oh my
away.
God. Have you guys been to BillCosby.com?
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It says
Look at-
Bill Cosby.
Hang on, let me see what he sells in the store.
That picture's 40 years old.
Well,
look
right,
at-
and now that when we look at those smiles that we used to think were so cute, Dr. Huxtable-ish.
His
are they-
eyeballs are like
yeah.
ping pong balls now.
Yeah,
They're
and-
like all white, like he's like I mean, I think he's blind.
Yeah.
He's like an old dog. His eyes are all
on
clouded
the front
out.
page of BillCosby.com, it says, "Far from finished. Laughter is universal."
Yeah.
Go to.
Oh my, the gall of this guy. He's drugging women and having sex with them for decades.
And he's smiling about it in that picture.
Oh,
This guy's delusional.
He's got old Cosby Show episodes on video.
What? I can't find those on TV.
Why is it like whoever owns the Cosby rights? Does he own the rights?
I mean, it was his show. I mean, I'm sure he has some stake in it.
Dr. Huxtable does.
Anyway, hey, you want to hear something crazy, and then we'll talk about my beard. You know, let me talk about my beard first.
Is that what you call Michelle these days?
See, that's...
Oh, really? You think that's funny?
Am I gonna get canceled?
Michelle's my beard? Really? Is that it?
You're gonna get canceled, Froggy.
Is that it?
Don't Billy Bush me.
Calling Michelle on the bedside princess phone.
Princess phone.
I do maintain a landline. Notice how good the quality is.
It's amazing.
Yep.
Hello.
Good morning, my princess, on my princess phone, bedside.
Uh-huh.
All right, now I got to talk about the beard.
Mm-hmm.
Now you grabbed onto my beard yesterday afternoon and said I can hold on to it.
Yes, you're letting it grow for so long now.
It is about 3 weeks. I think it was the week before we went on Christmas vacation. So I'll say roughly like the 10th of December is probably the last time I shaved. And we're now at, the 12th? So this is like...
it's a month.
It's about a month's worth of growth at this point. And this is the longest... Michelle, would you say at this point this is the longest I've ever let my facial hair grow ever?
Ever.
It is. I have never had my facial hair this long. Now, one of the issues is that my beard is mostly gray. If you look, my mustache has some brown in it still, because my beard was always brownish and reddish.
Uh-huh.
And now the bulk of my beard is gray, and the issue that I have is I'm beyond the itching stage. Like a lot of times I shave my beard, and I don't use a razor with shaving cream. I don't use an electric razor. I always and I've done this for decades and decades, I just use clippers, like a wall clipper, like a balding clipper. Right now I'm using the Panasonic ER1611 for professionals, which I actually have in the studio here. And I always take the clippers and I take my beard down to stubble. Usually I do that once every week to week and a half. And I just haven't shaved in over a month now. And I'm beyond the itching stage, but part of the issue is that I think that the gray beard just makes me look older than I am.
You should just ferment it.
What do you care?
Come in tomorrow with a jet black Billy Mays beard.
Why do you care? Why do you care if you look old? Look at mine. Mine's grayer than yours. Who gives
I don't want to look old.
Oh, look who the vain guy is.
And you call me vain.
You look like a bridge troll, bro. It doesn't matter.
Dude, if I put a pointy hat on you and put you in my yard, people are like, what's up with that dope gnome you have?
Look at this. The folks that are commenting. Remember Mo Bounce?
Mo Bounce. Mr. New York City.
Mo Bounce, afternoons for many years on in New York.
God, blow us out of the room.
Well, what'd I blow you out of the room with?
He's back in Spring Hill now, right?
Yeah, so he left Z100. He did afternoons on WHTZ, Z100 New York.
From the top of the Empire State Building, I heard.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
So what does he have to say?
Well, he left radio. He's now, I think he's a registered nurse now.
Yeah, he totally left radio and took on a new career.
He did. And listen, there's a whole nursing shortage. I mean, this country is short hundreds of thousands of nurses.
But he was a very respectful decision of his. He wasn't killing it in New York City.
He's a good guy. And remember, he was an intern originally. He was an MJ Morning Show intern back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And then went on to become Afternoon Drive on Z100.
I can see the flamethrower. Z100.
So Cubby's coffee for a couple of years and then took his job.
Then he sends me a message. Don't listen to the dye your beard thing. Don't do it.
Yeah.
No, so he commented. Look at that. I got the Mike Calta show is commenting on my beard.
What'd they say?
Don't dye it.
The Mike Calta show commented on my Instagram and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fires. You know the fire?
Yeah.
Hot. Yeah, we know that means it's sexy.
Yeah.
Mike always thought you were hot.
He once confided.
He's really attracted to me.
He once confided that you're like the third best looking man in Tampa history.
All right,
radio.
so here's the deal, folks. I put the image, Roxanne snapped a photo of me earlier, and I put it on my Instagram. So there's a picture of me from an hour ago, and it's in the studio. I'm looking at the camera, and you can see this beard. So the question is, should it stay or should it go?
We need that cheesy song, remember?
Yeah. Should I stay or should I go?
Boom, boom, boom,
You
boom,
gotta
boom, boom.
let me know. All right, we've also posted it on mjmorningshow.com. So take a look at a picture of me with the beard. The question is, should my beard stay or should it go?
Why don't you take a jury and then whatever they say, do it.
Yeah,
Shave it right here.
Wait, hey, listen, I'm gonna go through all of or a bunch of the comments right now on my Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, you can check it out. It's posted right now at Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. On my Instagram, my personal account is Certified MJ Radio.
I dropped it on our Facebook page,
Okay,
MJ.
it's also on the MJ Morning Show Facebook page. It's on mjmorningshow.com right now. Hey, Andrew, where did you post it on our website, mjmorningshow.com? What part of the website is it on? Okay, so stories mentioned, top of the page, click on stories mentioned on the MJ Morning Show, and there's my picture. So the question is, should I grow out my beard even more or should I shave it off? And I've got my clippers.
Hold on.
I got my clippers right here.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. Oh, yes. My wife is still on hold. Yes.
Yeah. Why can't you just maintain it like it is? Like, why does it have to be either it, is gone completely or continues to grow? Why can't you just clip it so that it stays right like where it is right now?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you to do.
Ooh, why don't you shave it into a Fu Manchu and dye it blonde?
Meredith, who used to be on the MJ Morning Show, now working for Orlando down a hall here at Beasley. Meredith commented, "Shave, please."
Oh gosh,
Michelle,
Wow.
the unanswered question in all of this. Not that I care, but how do you feel about it?
I just said, why can't you just keep it like it is? Like, just trim it so that it stays right where it is.
it's a flavor saver.
Wait a minute. So you want flavor? What food gets caught in your beard? So it's a flavor saver?
If you want to say food,
That's why I asked you.
We'll go with that.
So hold on, Michelle. Are you saying that you like the length and maintain it, and you don't want me to grow it even longer and bushier?
Right.
Let me share some of the comments. So I'm looking at my Instagram. So if you want to comment, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Look at my beard, longest it's ever been in my life. And I want you to comment, should I keep it or shave it? So go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And hey, while you're there, give me a follow as well. I'm going to start going down the list of all the people that have commented. This is from David. He says, "What a hottie. Keep it, baby."
Ooh. David.
thanks, Dave.
Sick.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Davida.
Whatever.
No, I'm kidding. It's David.
Ugh.
All right.
DeVita. With Danny DeVita.
Here's another one. I found you, my long-lost grandfather. Oh, my God. Please. See, that's my concern, that it's my
Why?
beard is mostly gray, and it probably makes me look 10 years older than I am.
So what?
That's what I'm saying.
Jeez.
What's that song? You're so vain. You probably think this song's about you.
You probably do.
All right. Redfish Jesse says, can't even see it because it's so white. This is Lisa says, stay. You don't look older at all. Stay. That's from Leslie. Chris Kringle, anyone? That's another comment. Looks good. That's from a female Carrie, it looks like. Don't dye it. It looks good, man, but whatever your wifey likes, ditch it. So Jenda says ditch it. Leave it. Leave it. Keep it. Leave it for the winter. When it warms up, shave it.
There's generally two options here. We get that.
Keep it. But there are also other comments here. Actually levels out the hair on the head. Keep it. So these are the comments. Then again, you look younger with it somehow. Keep it. What?
This could be your winter look, and then in the summertime you shave, and then
Bobby Joe says, looks awesome, but keep it at that length. That's kind of what you're saying.
I don't know if I would take grooming tips from anybody named Bobby Joe.
What's the Dynasty guys with the big beards?
Duck Dynasty?
This is from
You could be Dick Dynasty.
Dick Dynasty.
You grow it out real long.
Yeah, but you have to live up to that name, bro. I can't do that.
I think it looks good, distinguished, but needs to be trimmed and kept tighter.
What are you going to read all of them? Shave that thing.
I mean, there are like
There's over
hundreds
100.
There's hundreds of comments right now.
What do you feel, MJ?
Oh man, what if I just shave one half right now?
That's what Hurricane texted me and said, have him shave half his face.
Did he really? Hurricane's listening?
He just
What if
texted-
what if I shave one? I've got the clippers right here.
I could keep it all day?
I could like maybe forever. I'll just walk around with like just a half beard.
Let's shave some lines into it, like that cat rescue guy.
Anyway, so that's the dilemma, folks. Take a look at my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, or go to mjmorningshow.com, or go to our Facebook page, MJ Morning Show, and the image of me from an hour and change ago with my beard, my grayish beard.
It's much longer now.
And I will make a decision. I'll make a decision by the end of the show.
It's so weird that you care, like, you don't care about what you wear. You don't care about anything like that. You care about your dumb beard. And you're an ugly guy like me.
It helps. Stop it.
It helps when you cover your...
All right, Michelle, do you think I'm an ugly guy?
What do you think? Of course not.
Well, if you stare at if you stare at a turd for 25 years, it's going to,
Froggy, rephrase the question. Michelle, okay, he's not an ugly guy. Do you think he's a very good-looking guy?
Of course he is.
See, now you're
No,
lying.
but I'm saying
She married me.
Yeah,
the
listen.
beard.
Oh my God.
The beard
Women
is a
marry
cover.
trolls all the time.
The beard
Stop
covers
it.
up. The beard helps you, I think.
Dude,
It helps you, gives you a more rugged look.
Never underestimate the power of making a lady laugh. I mean, ugly guys get hitched to beautiful women all the time just by telling a few jokes.
Jeez. All right, guys. All right,
Never
Michelle.
underestimate
I'm going to move along now,
You kidding
okay?
me? That's my
Bye,
game.
handsome husband.
Oh, look. Hold on. Say that in the clear, please.
I said, bye, handsome husband.
Who she wants to grow hair all over your face to cover you up so you look like a wolf man.
No.
All right, goodbye. All right, Michelle, see you in a bit.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh, man.
And, this kind of comports here. If you look old for your age, guess what? This could be an indication. If you look old for your age, this is like a scientific little study thing I saw last night. If you look old for your age, what might that indicate?
Death?
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, you're kind of
I look 97. I turned 40.
you're kind of
yesterday.
barking up the right tree. No, if you look old for your age,
Old soul.
that may lead to health problems. It might be an indication.
Roxanne's going to live to 150.
People who look
I'm only 25. Look how old I look.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about me.
older, all right. People who look older than their actual age could be more prone to actually having age-related health problems. Cataracts, osteoporosis. This is according to a brand new study.
Just because you look old doesn't mean you're going to have cataracts like
No,
old people.
what they're saying is that if you look old and you're aging faster, that actually could translate into your body aging and having more age-related medical problems.
It has to do with telomeres. You have if you look older, your telomeres are shorter, which means your body is aging faster.
I'm not making this up, Fester.
All right, so I'm at the...
This is a brand new study published Tuesday in the British Journal Dermatology. In other words, if you look younger than you are, then the health of your organs, systems, body, and mind are likely reflected. So it's actually your outward appearance affects really your inward body operations.
I'm in my late 40s, and guys in my age who look older or much different, I usually attribute that to hard living. The guys who are like 45 and look like they're really older.
Oh, but there are genetics, dude. There are genetics where people just look younger than they are.
Yeah.
There are people that look their age, and there are people that look older.
So I got to tell you,
But there's no doubt. Hold on to that thought. Hold on.
We're getting to it.
Hey, listen. But there's no doubt about it that if you're a smoker and you smoke 3 packs a day and you're a heavy drinker and you treat your body like a dumpster, that can obviously act as a premature aging situation. And that happens all the time. I've seen people that, man, their lips are all puckered up and they got all the lines because they've been smoking for 45, 50 years.
They
drinking out of
they
straws.
live to 100.
Yeah, or
And then
That happens.
the vegetable eaters die.
Or they have that pickled alcohol look. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, Roxanne, what are we going to say?
So last night I'm getting ready and we're going to dinner, whatever. My daughter comes in and she's just watching me and she's like, "So tell me, how old are you? How old are you really?" And I just wasn't in the mood. So I subtracted 10 years and told her the answer. And so she's
You lied right to
You
your
took 10 years off your real age. You're lying to your 5-year-old?
told her you were 17.
I just didn't feel like dealing with that at that moment. And she was like, "I thought you were 13.
Hold on. Your daughter said she thought you were 13?
She doesn't know we have
Oh, there's-
wonky senses.
There's no
of
con-
age in our
the
family.
depth of
Wait, which one? Is this the older one?
Yeah,
It's
this
the
is older
5-year-old.
one.
The 5-year-old thinks you're 13.
There's no concept of time, right?
Age, yeah. No, but seriously, you know what? I mean, this is a whole another subject, but I was talking about this with one of my girlfriends the other day. Like, when people find out as a woman, if people are like, "Oh, they think you're whatever age," and then they find out how really old you might be, they're saying in their head, "Oh, you look great for your age," but then they start to judge you for your age. So I just don't like to be judged for my age. So I keep it to myself. Or you can Google it and see the lies that they've written about me on Google.
Yeah.
Speaking of looks and body, I got a couple of other things that just kind of fit right in here. I saw an item last night, and I'm like, give me a break. Now, Andrew, did you get both the stories that I told you about? Are they both on the MJ Morning Show right now? All right, so both of these items I'm about to get into, we've posted these stories on mjmorningshow.com. The top of the page, you'll see the little box that says stories mentioned on the MJ Morning Show. So you'll be able to see the pictures from the stories I'm about to talk about. First of all, there's a woman in Arizona who claims that she is so attractive and so hot that she needs to hire a bodyguard because men won't stop hitting on her. Give me a break. Monica Hudlt. How do you pronounce that? Hult?
Hold.
It's Hudlt. Maybe Hult, right? Probably Hult.
Adult.
So this woman's from Arizona, and she says that she's considering hiring a bodyguard because men won't stop hitting on her. And a lot of it's happening at the gym. She works out 5 days a week. She gets all this unwanted attention. But wait a minute. She's wearing like tight spandex and workout bras. She's got a massive chest, like a 36, like maybe triple D or something. So she is putting herself on display. Tell you what, why don't you go to the gym and why don't you wear a baggy t-shirt and some sweats instead of like tight saran wrap looking sports bras and tight little bikini bottoms at the gym? How about that?
So I'm on her Instagram right now,
Yeah.
and every picture and video is begging for attention.
That's the point here. She was like, "Oh, men won't stop hitting on me." Meanwhile, you go to her Instagram, and what Fester just said, she is begging. She is pleading with people. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my body. Look at my butt. Look at my stomach. Look at my abs. Look at my boobs.
So
Look at my earlobes.
She's also in the adult entertainment industry.
Oh, she doesn't need attention.
Give me a break. This is a PR stunt and this is a total scam. Are you sure? Because the story that I have, it does not say that she's in the adult entertainment industry.
On her Instagram, she's promoting the AVN Awards.
That's a big award show.
And it's not the Oscars.
Let me tell you right now, this is a publicity stunt. This is her trying to get attention. So, I'm so hot that I need to hire a bodyguard for $3,000 to stop men from hitting on me. Oh, shut up. Yeah, Monica Hult works out 5 days a week and, of course, wears the tightest possible, most exposing clothing at the gym to make guys stare. Give me a break. All right, that's number one. The second item, I don't know if this is real. And I believe this is the woman, and this is another woman that is like is craving attention. Have you seen that woman that apparently is trying to get Tom Brady's attention?
Oh my gosh, it's nonstop with her.
You know what I'm talking about?
She takes pictures of him and is like, ooh, like on the TV, and then she's in a bikini.
Her name is Veronica Radjic.
Yeah.
That's who we're talking about.
Yes.
And this woman, ever since the Gisele Bündchen Tom Brady breakup, this woman has also been craving attention. It's like nonstop.
Does she really want Tom Brady that bad, or is it like a ploy?
Again, is this just a self-promotion, publicity stunt?
It's working.
It is. I've kind of ignored her up until now.
No, listen, if she's launching a campaign, she should be paid some attention.
But does she live in the Tampa Bay area?
I don't know, but we talked about her before.
We did?
Because I think it was like a Photoshop mishap or something where one boob was made really, really large in Photoshop.
Was it?
And we talked about it, and of course I had to throw her a follow.
Anyway.
And she's a darling of my Instagram feed.
So here's the deal. We posted this story as well up on mjmorningshow.com in stories mentioned. And her claim to fame, why the hell is she verified on Instagram and I can't get freaking verified?
How many followers she has?
She has
3.5 million.
Okay, well, that's probably why.
I got 11,300.
Indication of
that I suck.
So here she is at one of the games wearing a Bucks jersey.
Yeah, that's at Ray J, isn't it?
Yeah, that's at the stadium.
It looks at Ray J. So she's in the stadium. So I don't know whether she just came to town or, I mean, she's attractive, but it's kind of pathetic how she's just been begging and pleading, and Tom Brady, look at me, I'm available. You broke up with Gisele. Tom Brady, date me. I'm your new woman. And listen, she's attractive. She's got a killer body.
It's kind of gold digger-ish. If I was Tom Brady, I would be like,
Well, it's probably turning him off.
Yeah.
You know, like she's a stalker groupie or something.
Dude, if I was Tom Brady, I'd call her up, do it, and be terrible at it.
She's a stalker groupie with like 3.5 million followers on Instagram. Now, here's the deal. The reason why I'm bringing this up is she claims that her boobs became huge after she drank her dad's beer. What?
Or went to a plastic surgeon.
Drink? What?
What is she talking about? She was on a podcast and she was asked whether her enormous boobs were artificial, and she said, nope, they're mine. She said, I didn't have big breasts when I was younger because I was doing track and field for 8 years. But one summer I was sunbathing like naked and I drank my father's beer and I think they grew like this. If you want to have big breasts, drink beer. Oh,
or if you want to have a beer gut.
That's a load of crap.
That's
Come
a
on.
non-story.
She's trying to, again, every single turn.
Why is she on a podcast?
She's trying to get attention.
Here's the audio.
It's do you have the audio?
It's on her Facebook page. Hello.
But
She's
she
all
sounds
about
like
promotion.
sound like this. Hey, what's up?
All right, well, are you going to play it?
Hold on. I got to go to it, and I got to hit the...
Always asked you if your boobs are fake.
No, they are mine. Wow.
They're hers. Good for you.
They're mine.
Yeah.
I feel like tall girls always have big boobs.
Why is that?
I don't know. Like, I don't have like big breasts when I was younger because I did track and field for 8 years. But one summer I was sunbathing like naked and I drink my father beer and I think they grown up like this.
That's what it is.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, she's way more attractive
You know what?
now.
When MJ says 98% of all the podcasts out there are unlistenable,
Yeah.
I thought he was kidding.
There it is right there.
They suck.
You know, the whole podcast thing is really just a blown out of proportion joke.
Some people do quite well with it.
Some people, yeah, but it's like a 1% club.
Very few do well. Very few podcasts make money and do well. And then everyone thought that they could go to B&H.com and buy a microphone and, I'm a podcaster.
All right, I went to Sweetwater to buy mine. So
I went to Best Buy and they have podcasts in a box now that you could buy everything you need for a podcast right there.
Hey, let me mention this right here. I'm glad that this didn't happen years ago. A new Florida bill, a new Florida potential piece of legislation that's proposed would make harassing phone calls a felony. My God, my crotchety old man business would have been out of business before it even got started.
Ugh.
Felony.
Yeah, listen, a newly proposed bill here in Florida would increase the penalties that one could be charged with by making harassing phone calls. House Bill 67 would change harassing phone calls from a second-degree misdemeanor to a third-degree felony. Now, I'm sure a couple of my crotchety old man call attempts over the years might have been somewhat harassing.
I mean, when we had the lady from the porta potty company believing that you fell down a cliff.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, can I mention that my crank calls are available?
Did you know this, MJ? I was thinking about this last night. Did you know that during the Christmas break, Froggy posted a link available to everybody with all of his crank calls, and we didn't talk about it on the show? And I'm like, does MJ even know that this exists?
Well, it's a volume 1. There's 20 crank calls on it. And it's on Spotify.
Now, are you trying to monetize this?
It is monetized.
How?
I put it on various platforms, but it's free on Spotify.
You know what I need to do?
It's under Froggy Phone Freaks,
All right,
if you want to listen to it.
All right, if you want to listen to Froggy's volume 1 of his prank calls.
Yes, all the favorites, all the hits.
Only on Spotify?
It's on Spotify, it's on Apple, it's on everything.
All right.
I put the link on our Facebook page when I saw it.
It's on Peloton.
All right, Froggy Phone Freaks, and it's a collection of your old crank calls.
A couple Richard and Judas.
You know what I need to do? I need to
put yours out.
I do. What I need, listen, I made, good money over the years selling the CDs. I mean, it built my house essentially in South Tampa. But we sold a lot of CDs. We sold hundreds of thousands of those CDs.
But you can't do CDs. I mean, CDs are non-existent.
Right. But what's going on is a lot of people have taken my crotchety old man calls and they've put them on YouTube.
It's your fault.
So I need to, but since I own those, I can get YouTube to take them off as a copyright violation, and then I could put all of my official crotchety old man calls on YouTube and monetize it and make Mr. What's that idiot's name?
Mr. Beast.
So I can make Mr. Beast money on YouTube.
I don't know if the calls are going to get you there. You're going to give away a Lamborghini or something?
Guess who's not having babies?
Men?
That's a good guess.
You'd be in the
no,
news.
Millennials.
Oh.
I saw that.
Yeah. So millennials are causing a baby shortage. And millennials are not having enough babies to keep the U.S. population at what they call replacement level.
That's kind of grim.
Yeah. Well, at least the older crowd is still having babies.
It's called negative population growth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
So people are dying faster in this country than they're being born?
Well, I'm reading this right here from YP, Young Pulse, Y-Pulse, whatever it's called, and that there's a total shortage of baby making, that millennials are not having enough kids to replace the U.S. population that dies.
It's so weird you're saying this. Last night I had a dream that my neighbor, who is a Gen Zer, asked me to be her surrogate, and I carried her baby for her. And the doctor was like, "Why are we picking this woman who is
hold on a minute. Your neighbor's how old?
In her 20s.
And a 20-year-old neighbor. This is a dream. What kind of dreams are you having?
I don't know.
Awesome.
You had a dream your 20-year-old neighbor wanted you in your 40s to be a surrogate?
I don't know what you're talking about. What you just said. Take those words back right now. Right now.
I mean, if you're looking for a good surrogate, it's like looking for a good catcher's mitt. Somebody really broken in.
No, wait. But is the whole thing a made-up dream, or do you really have a neighbor in her 20s?
I really have a neighbor in my 20s, but I don't think she's going
in
to
her
ask me-
20s.
In her 20s, excuse me. I don't think she's going to ask me to be her surrogate.
Is she
anytime
attractive?
soon. Yeah, she's.
No, she's not.
No,
You
but you know what?
hesitated.
Now I just think no. She's very cute.
Susan
No, she's
Boyle.
pretty. She's pretty. But now that you said that, I just liked one of her Facebook photos yesterday. So that's probably why I had the dream about
it got
her.
implanted in your
Okay.
subconscious.
Yes.
Now, does she have kids yet?
She has kids my age, and that was a weird thing. She was like, "Well, I want." Roxanne.
She has kids that are in their 40s?
Wait a minute.
No. She has kids that are the same age as my children.
I know. I'm kidding.
They're progeria?
So she has kids the same age as
Benjamin Button?
She has a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old or something. Okay. Yeah.
So she has kids.
Yeah, but she was going to have a third, and she's like, Roxanne, I want you to be my surrogate.
in your dream.
Yes.
All righty.
Good luck going
I
back
had
to
a
the
dream
neighborhood
that
today.
Big Lou was giving me an OBGYN examination last night.
Yeah, great.
Me too. Big Lou has such gentle hands.
I'm going to play a piece of audio for you here. What time is it? All right, 8:29 at the MJ Morning Show. I want to play a piece of audio for you here. And I've had this for like a week. I just haven't gotten around to it. Do you think this is real or is this fake? And I mean, so many people are trying to create content that is not organic. People are trying to create content, or I'm sorry, they are creating content that they're trying to pull off as organic, but it's really set up, staged, it's fake. Like, listen, I really went in front of Antonio Brown's house with a megaphone. Now, listen, we had a plan to do it, but...
I mean, you could have gone in front of anybody's house and said it was his, really. A nice house.
But that was really Antonio Brown's house in South Tampa where he was holed up when they have the arrest warrant, which has since been rescinded. But I want to play this audio bite. And the story is that a man and a woman are on a first date. Allegedly, I'm skeptical of everything. And they're on a first date. So the guy's buying the meal for the woman on the first date, but then the woman attempts to get the guy to buy takeout food so she can bring it back home for her kids as well. So the woman tries to place orders for her kids on his tab, and he's like, I'm not doing this. All right, so is this real or is this fake?
For your kids.
You already had me wait an hour and a half.
Oh, and he was late. Apparently, he was late for the date, so she's trying to use this as justification to get him to pay for all kinds of takeout food for her kids.
Oh, it's for my kids.
For your kids?
Yeah, you owe me that.
And they with their daddy?
You owe me that. You were late for the date, so you owe me buying dinner for my kids.
No, that is.
Oh my God! So that's so. Go ahead and bring another steak and some potatoes. Okay.
So the waitress is there. She's trying to order like steak and.
I'm paying for my meal and your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal.
This goes on for like 2 more minutes.
Sounds real to me.
You think that's real?
I mean, usually these kind of, the ones that are fake are when they're just like on TikTok and they're telling a stupid story. They don't usually go to the lengths to film something fake. I mean, it sounds authentic.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
what do I know? Play it some more.
All right, you want to play? All right, here we go. It goes off at 2 minutes.
You sit right here on the date.
I was late to the date. I was late to the date.
You bring 2 orders.
Why would I get her kids food? Why would I get her kids some food? They with their daddy.
They're with their daddy.
The guys.
She was right here.
Their daddy should be feeding them.
She was waiting.
You say you order a steak for your son? How old is he?
She ordered a steak, a to-go steak for the kids.
How old is
he?
He's 8 years old.
He eat the same way I eat? Nah, hell no. Hell no. I'm straight. I'm cool. Don't put that on my bill.
I think it sounds real to me.
Well, if it's not real, at least it's entertaining. So
that guy's funny.
I don't know if it's real or fake. You know what we didn't mention? We mentioned quickly at the end of the show yesterday, we talked about the Golden Globes, and I don't care about the Golden Globes. And also, who the hell was the host? The host of the Golden Globes was Jared Carmichael. Who the hell is that?
I don't know, but his opening monologue was kind of blah.
Well, he ticked off the estate of Whitney Houston.
He pissed off Whitney Houston's estate. He pissed off Scientologists.
Right.
The first joke was that he knows that he's only there because he's black. I thought he was great as far as going after it, man.
But who is he? I have no idea who Jared Carmichael is.
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian?
I guess.
I have no idea what this guy does.
I've never heard of him.
So he's an American comedian, according to the Google. He's
this is the line that I guess pissed off Whitney Houston fans and the family of the deceased Whitney Houston.
All right, you guys, we are back. We are pressed for time, but they wanted me to shout out the venue that we're in. So we are here live from the hotel that killed Whitney Houston, the Beverly Hilton. You guys, so that's very exciting.
good. That's a joke, man.
That's where the Beverly Hilton in Beverly Hills, California, that's where Whitney Houston died of a drug overdose.
That's a joke?
Was that the cause of her death? Or was it a heart attack?
Well, I think she...
What did she...
I think she drowned.
Yeah, she
Did she? Did she?
She was in a tub.
Listen, I can't keep track of Anna Nicole Smith and Whitney Houston and
Aaron Carter.
and he was
in a tub.
And who's the Joker guy down in Soho?
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Heath. I can't keep track of all these celebrity deaths.
Not that many of them. Whitney Houston was a big one.
Can you look it up? Can you look up Whitney Houston? She drowned in the bathtub. Is that it?
Yeah,
but
her daughter did the same way.
But she was drugged up.
She was on drugs, and it was at what hotel was it? The
Beverly Hilton.
Beverly Hilton. Yeah.
That's hysterical. That's a joke, man. I'm all for it.
You think that's funny?
I don't think that's funny.
Anyway, Whitney Houston's estate is aggravated. They're disappointed. They're pissed off.
What am I looking up?
How did Whitney Houston die?
Yeah, she died in a room on the 4th floor of the Beverly Hilton, and
Cause of death.
There were no criminals. I'm looking. Keep talking.
She had drugs in her system, and then she drowned in the bathtub? Was that it? And this guy's making fun of it.
All right, you guys, we are back. We are pressed for time, but they wanted me to shout out the venue that we're in. So we are here live from the hotel that killed Whitney Houston, the Beverly Hilton.
Yep.
You guys, so that's very exciting.
It's not even a joke.
No,
Just saying
I don't like
something
that.
Okay.
I don't like that. Like the delivery, nothing is good
Could
about
have been
that.
more creative with it,
Yeah. Accidental drowning was the final confirmation from the coroner. Heart disease and cocaine as contributing factors.
Right. I know she had some heart issues as well, but listen, if you're doing a lot of cocaine will wreak havoc on your heart.
Oh, good for him. That's a great joke.
And then what? He went after Scientology?
Did you see that?
Let's hear this.
I guess years back, I don't know this. I don't recall the story.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise returned Golden Globe Awards. So,
why did Tom Cruise return the Golden Globes?
I don't know, but that's the premise.
Is that when Borat dumped all those ashes on him?
I don't know, but that's the premise for the joke.
No, that was Ryan Seacrest.
Oh.
That's right. Yeah.
These are the ashes.
Yeah, Borat dumped on the red carpet
I want to see that again.
That's hysterical. Yeah, Ryan,
it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Ryan, hey,
whose ashes were?
Bring that up. Bring up Borat and Ryan Seacrest.
I don't know if it was Borat. Maybe it was the other character, the general character he did.
Oh, yeah. You know what it was? I think it was. What was the name?
I got it.
Yeah. So Ryan Seacrest was hosting. It was like the red carpet for. Was it the Academy Awards?
It was Academy Awards or Golden Globes or something.
And then Borat, Sacha Baron Cohen, is walking down the red carpet and is talking to Ryan Seacrest, and he's got an urn. Dumps all of these ashes onto Ryan Seacrest's tuxedo, and his black tux is just wrecked on live television. All right, dig that up, and then let me play the Scientology audio here.
Yeah.
You wanted to hear this, Froggy?
Please, I would like to.
All right, so this is Jared Carmichael, again, whoever the hell this guy is.
He's a comic.
All right, who hosted, and then he takes a dig at Scientology.
Backstage, I found these 3 Golden Globe Awards that Tom Cruise returned. Look, I'm just the host briefly or whatever, but I have a pitch. I think maybe we take these 3 things and exchange them for the safe return of Shelly Miscavige.
Oh!
Good for him.
Oh, that's...
all of his jokes are like...
Well, Miscavige.
Miscavige is the name.
He mispronounced the name, but David Miscavige is like the creepy leader of Scientology. And then, wasn't there a story that his wife's been like missing? What's the story? I don't even know what...
His wife's been missing for like 15 years.
Is that the deal? Like,
yeah, she just vanished.
Where is David Miscavige's wife from Scientology?
Now supposedly he's missing.
Now he's missing.
He hasn't been seen in a while, has he?
My God.
So,
do you have the Ryan Seacrest audio? Do you have that?
Please, I need to see that.
All right, roll this.
You talking to me?
No, who else is controlling the computer?
I don't know.
Have you brought it up?
I haven't been able to listen to these audio clips.
All right, hang on.
This isn't it.
Worst searcher, dude.
You're terrible on the computer.
This isn't it. Hold on.
Oh, my
God.
God. Just go to
I'm on
YouTube.
YouTube, you idiots, but I have to screen.
Oh, my
I have to screen these audio clips.
Roll the video. My God.
The dictator.
Hello, welcome, Brian.
Thank you, dictator.
Hello, Deaf to the West.
May I ask you, who are you wearing?
Who am I? I'm wearing John Galliano, but the socks are from Kmart.
Can we get a tight shot of the socks? Oh, wow. Which section of the Kmart store were those in?
Well, as Saddam Hussein once said to me, socks are socks. Don't
Socks.
waste money.
Is coming to the Oscars one of the best perks of whatever it is your job is?
Yes, I love it here because it gave me an opportunity to bring my dear friend and doubles tennis partner, Kim Jong-il. It was his dream to come.
Oh, that's true. So he's holding a gold urn.
Oh my God.
with a picture of Kim Jong Il.
This is from 2012.
Right.
God, those girls are ridiculous.
Right, and he has these amazingly hot women in like a military outfit and these maroon berets behind him. He's in the ridiculous dictator uniform.
Still
He's
funny.
Right next to Ryan Seacrest, holding this urn with a picture of the former North Korean dictator Kim Jong Il, and
to the Oscars and to be sprinkled over the red carpet and over Halle Berry's chest again. The interesting thing is it's actually made by... no, sorry.
He just dumped the ashes all over Ryan Seacrest.
He dumps the ashes all over Ryan Seacrest's black tuxedo.
You know, if somebody asks you what you're wearing, you will say Kim Jong-il.
And then
Security pushes him away.
Then the security comes in and like is trying to take him away. Security is ripping Sacha Baron Cohen away from Ryan Seacrest.
That guy might be one of the funniest people on earth.
Oh, that's funny stuff right there.
Now that's a prank, Mr.
That's
Beast.
comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, let me ask another celebrity question. And I'm not being crude here. I'm being real.
Oh, thanks for the disclaimer.
With all the women that Pete Davidson dates, is he having sexual relations with all of these attractive women? And do they make him wear a condom?
To answer the first part of your question, no, he's just holding hands with them and going to the movies.
Of course they're doing
Yeah.
it.
Now, I didn't even know that over Christmas vacation that the little fling that he was having with Emily Ratfate, what's her name?
Radikowski.
She doesn't have a
Radikowski.
rat face.
No, you know what? I don't. She's really mousy to me.
Yeah,
I
she's
don't know.
gross. Yeah.
I find her very mousy.
Uh-huh.
But this Emily Radikowski, the model, whatever the hell I don't even know what she does. But Pete Davidson, Saturday Night Live, formerly, was tied to her. I mean, Pete Davidson has been tied to, was it Dua Lipa? Who was he? What was her?
Dua Lipa?
Dua Lipa. I mean, how many? I mean,
he's already got a new girlfriend.
Exactly. Give me the list of all of the women that Pete Davidson
There's an online list of
has
25 girls.
It's unbelievable. But the question is,
I will say,
is he clean?
okay, I will say sometimes.
I'm just asking.
Living like a frat guy.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely hooked. Obviously, he's with Kim Kardashian, but I will say that sometimes celebrities will get photographed, even if they're like not on a date necessarily, but maybe they're out with their agent, and then a hot chick comes up. Okay, so then Pete's photographed with her, and then the tabloids start spinning, and they let the story roll because it gives him street cred, whatever. Maybe they never even kissed.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is I didn't know until I got back from Christmas vacation like a week and a half ago, that Pete Davidson was no longer with that Emily Radikowski. And then I saw that he already had another woman. He's already now, they say, snuggling up with Chase Sui. Who the hell is she now?
His co-host in what? I don't know.
Chase Sui?
Chase Sui. Now, what does she do for a living?
Guy is nonstop.
I mean, it literally, there's no downtime. He goes from one to the other, and I'm just wondering, is this a public health concern?
Dude,
might have a sex addiction, or
and then this Emily Radikowski, she then says, "I attract the worst men." So is she referring to like Pete Davidson being one of the worst men? That this Emily Radikowski, who recently got divorced, right? Yeah. And she says, "I attract the worst men." I guess she's talking about Pete Davidson being in that category, right?
I've seen a lot of memes and stuff of people wanting him to hook up with Wednesday.
Wednesday from the Netflix series?
Like, she's like the hot new actress, and they're like, it's only a matter of time because she's like 23.
Well, they have the same pasty complexion. they'll crank out some really pasty kids.
They both look ill.
They both look like they have radiation poisoning or something. You know, take some
both have radiation.
take some tablets or something.
All right, about Wednesday.
Yeah.
I know you told me don't watch it with my daughter.
Yeah.
But we started watching it.
Oh,
we
great.
take it episode by episode, and Catherine Zeta-Jones is
Zeta,
whatever, ridiculously hot as Morticia.
Excuse me. Me too.
Chloe, I think, has finished the whole first season of Wednesday, and she was watching some of the episodes while we were up in Whistler, and I actually watched. I think is the first episode when they drop her off at the school.
Drop her off
All right,
at
so
school.
I saw maybe 15 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, maybe I'll give this a shot, when it's time to watch it. All right, hang on. When we get back, there's a clothing brand that was like cool, and then it apparently went like totally out of style.
Boo-boo?
Well, hold on. Don't shout it out.
Come on, man, you're ruining
it. There's a clothing style that was like totally hip, and it was the in thing, like too cool for the room, and then it like disappeared.
Ed Hardy?
And now apparently it's hot again. It's cool again. So which clothing brand, what store fits this bill? Also, I got to talk about bed bugs. Little bed bug situation. Oh, and Roxanne, this is right up your alley. According to your astrological sign, your zodiac sign, which airline you should fly.
Oh, good.
Give me a who comes up with this BS? All right, hold on. That and a whole lot more next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Now, Oh, Q105, MJ and the crew. And man, this is like a special guest day here. So an old favorite on the MJ Morning Show has just walked in. Hello. Formerly of the MJ Morning Show, Meredith.
Yes. Good morning, everybody.
Meredith, have you been on with us since we've been back?
No, I haven't at all.
This is the first time.
And Fester just saw me. I was grabbing a glass of water, and Fester's like, I need you to be open and honest with me about MJ and his total appearance right now.
Now, this has turned into a thing this morning because I brought this up earlier. I posted a picture on Instagram. It's on our Facebook page. So MJ Morning Show on Facebook, my certified MJ Radio on Instagram, our website, mjmorningshow.com.
You're trying to go viral everywhere.
Well, I took a picture because I'm at a kind of a crossroads here, whether I keep this beard. Meredith, this is the longest I've ever had my facial hair in my entire life.
I've never seen you with a beard that long ever.
Yeah, I've always had stubble.
Yes.
I never used to shave, always a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, but then I would take my clippers.
Okay.
Those are clippers.
I miss those sound effects.
Yeah.
That's a real clipper.
Yes.
And I have a real Panasonic clipper. I'm holding it up to
that.
MJ TV right now.
Yeah.
So do I keep the beard or lose it? And this is like throwback day because I just got a text from Lamosa.
Oh, really?
God.
Interesting.
One of our best interns ever, Lamosa, just texted me, keep your beard, don't shave it. All right, but you responded to me on Instagram, and you say shave it.
Roxanne, do you think he should shave it, or is it just me?
No, I actually like it.
You like the beard on him?
I just like, I want it to stay where it is. I just want to stay where it is.
Okay, I'm a huge fan of beards. I like beards on guys in general. But I think it's just because I've known you for such a long time. I feel like you're handsome without it as well.
Oh, look at that.
It's true.
Oh, look, he's
you don't need the beard to cover up anything, but I do also think it's attractive to have stubble as well, as long as it isn't going to give like Michelle a rash on her face.
But remember that when you knew me, when this is years ago, that my beard wasn't gray. My beard was like brown and red was my beard. And now, but that's part of the problem is.
Are you red everywhere?
Yeah.
Ginger boy.
No, but my hair has always been like blondish red and then brownish red. And now, gray's creeping in on the side of my head also.
I see that.
But the issue is I think that the beard, which is predominantly gray, makes me look older.
Yeah, it can age you a little bit, but
well,
I like.
Does it?
No, not necessarily. I like a little salt and pepper as well. So it just honestly, you could go either way. I'm a fan of you personally having a shaved face or a little stubble, so you could keep it like that. You're going to be handsome either way. But I like a shaved face.
I think of it more as like an aura that you bring. Like I feel like you act a little differently and you bring a little different.
Is
energy
he more manly,
with the stubble,
rugged,
with the right?
Okay,
yeah.
I need to drive a 4x4 pickup truck.
Big old truck ride around.
He's a woodsman.
I don't think I've known you for years, Meredith.
Yes.
And you were part of the MJ Morning Show for a long time over on FLZ. But I don't think you've ever called me handsome ever. This is the first time I'm ever hearing you call me handsome.
I've matured, I guess.
Wow.
No, there's a healthy distance between the two of you.
That's
She's
true.
down the hall.
Yeah, you were
You're
my
in the
boss before.
Well, it's like when you meet a freak on the streets that looks like a real creep and you feel bad, so you're like, you look really good.
Yeah, you're great. Can you go away? That'd be great.
Yeah, just like that.
It's so nice.
Do you need
amazing.
can you stay for the rest of the hour or do you have to leave?
No, she's a show.
I cannot, but thank you so much for having me on. I can't believe I haven't been in here, so it's nice to actually talk to you guys. He said that, and I was like, I don't know about that. So.
Drop by anytime, Meredith.
Anytime.
Well, thank you.
One person has an open invitation anytime, and it's you.
And I love Roxanne on here. She's doing a fabulous job.
is.
Keeping you guys in check, right? Hopefully.
Absolutely.
Well,
100%.
A little bit. Okay, I got to go run.
Thank you, Meredith.
Thanks, guys. Love you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so I got to decide whether I'm going to keep it. The comments are off the chain. So tons of comments. If you want to see the dilemma, multiple places. I had Roxanne snap a picture of me earlier this morning. This is, again, the longest my facial hair has ever been in my entire life is where my facial hair growth is right now.
So don't you want to grow it? Just grow it out and see what happens.
Do I want to get all bushy? Have you seen David Letterman, what he looks like?
Well, that's a little much.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
He's like 20 years older than me, something.
He looks dumb. I mean, if you grow it out, you have hair at least to your hair, Brillo, sort of, but it evens it out. You know?
It's more ramen than.
Yeah, it is very ramen.
So take a look and please comment. I'm going to look at all of the comments. I'll try to respond to everyone, at least with a heart or a like. But take a look. Go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio. Also, give me a follow while you're there. And leave a comment on should I keep the facial hair or should I lose it? Also, it's on our Facebook page, MJ Morning Show Facebook. And then it's also, the picture is on mjmorningshow.com, our regular website. Just click on Stories Mentioned, and then you'll see the picture. So a bunch of places to see this thing. Speaking of Instagram, let me get into the clothing thing first, and then there's an Instagram story involving Alec Baldwin, and
oh boy,
he's getting a cut. There's actually several Alec Baldwin stories that there could be a decision on the whole shooting on the set coming down from the DA, but also
it's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been. It's been like a year and a half, almost year, and so because last October I think was 1 year. So
it feels like charges should have been filed by now.
Hang on, let me get back to that in a minute, and then. Alec Baldwin is also getting rolled because of an Instagram situation, so I want to bring that up as well. First, though, which clothing store, what clothing line and store was like really hot and, you know, it was too hip for the room for some and their catalogs and it was even controversial that they would only hire like people with a certain look to work in their stores.
Ooh, could I guess?
Yes.
Structure?
Ooh, no.
Oh, I haven't heard that store in a long time.
I used to love Structure.
No, come on.
Shirts from Structure, dude.
Could it have been Wet Seal?
No.
Wet Seal?
Wet Seal.
How about Hollister?
It's not Hollister.
I didn't say that. I said Hollister.
Let me give you a hint. You ready for the audio daily double hint? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is your audio daily double hint. Listen carefully.
New kids on the block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fly when girls stop by for the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. I take her if I had one wish. Well, she's been gone since that summer.
Anybody have an idea now?
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Plato's Closet?
Yes.
Chinese food makes me sick. Is that racist? Okay. I don't know. It doesn't sound right. That song doesn't hold up.
So Abercrombie and Fitch is apparently cool again?
Is it? Okay.
Did that store ever close? I haven't been in a mall in years.
Either have I.
Is it still a store?
All right, let me tell you right now. Do you know the only reason why I go to the mall?
Black Friday shopping?
What are you, on drugs?
Shoe lifts? Did they sell shoe lifts?
What?
The Apple store?
The shoe lift store?
The shoe lift?
The shoe lift store.
No,
I don't wear shoe lifts. I'm very comfortable with my height.
You can get shoe lifts now sent to your house in nondiscreet boxes like ED medicine.
There are only like 2 reasons why I've gone to the mall in the last like 5 years.
The pretzel place?
No. Aunt Annie's?
That's so good.
No.
Probably to buy your shorts or something.
No.
But the Apple store is one reason, right?
I ordered these shorts online from the Dicks. I found a new shorts brand that I really like.
Ooh.
Now it's a fishing brand.
Yeah.
Now hold on, come here. Look at my butt. Come over, come around here. No, seriously. Hold on.
Is it like that professional PF?
Hey, can you see? Is it on there?
Salty Crew.
Yeah, Stop pitching my butt.
He was investigating.
All right, have you heard of Salty Crew?
No.
Oh no, it's on the front here. There's a little tag on my leg.
You want me to touch your thigh?
No.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of Salty Crew?
No, but they look comfortable and feel very comfortable.
It's like a fisherman brand, and I love these shorts.
They're very thin.
I bought 10 pairs of these.
Jeez.
I've got like 4 khakis. I've got like a couple of different grays. They have 2 different grays, a charcoal and a darker. I've got navy blue. So seriously, I found these. I bought 10 pairs of these shorts.
They are nice.
And it's called Salty Crew, and Dick's has them, and I like them.
Yeah, they feel good.
All right, so where was I?
I don't know, but I'm about to make a short D joke, and I want to move on.
The mall.
Yes.
The mall, and the only reason why I go to the mall, and the primary, in the last like decade plus, 50, the only reason why I go to the mall is to go to West Shore Plaza to go to the New Balance store.
Yeah. Yeah, the New Balance store.
Because Ken and Christine and they do a great job there, and I like New Balance. I love I used to love the 2001s, the 2002s. I'm stuck on the 990 version 5s now. I think
It's the official dad shoe.
Yeah. Oh, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Let me tell you right. Well, it is. I mean, but
well, it is, but
hold on a minute. You know that New Balances are getting hot again with the younger crowd. So New Balances,
Really?
I think it's the 990 is becoming really, really popular. I love the 990. So the only reason why I go to the mall is to go to West Shore, to go to the New Balance store. And the other reason I go to the mall is just to take one of the kids to the Apple store at International Plaza. That's like the only reasons why. So I don't even know. Do they still have Abercrombie and Fitch stores in the mall?
I'm sure they do.
But all these years, I don't see anybody wearing it. So what were they doing? Just sitting there in an empty store?
Abercrombie said earlier this week that its women's segment was on track to deliver the highest holiday sales period ever. And its men's division is also growing. I didn't even know it was around.
All right, so there's Abercrombie in International Plaza.
It says they have 225 stores, and they plan to open around 10 new Abercrombie stores a year over the next 3 years. So they're in a growth mode.
I wonder if they need fixtures.
I didn't even, why don't you call them?
I'm going to.
I just hadn't heard of Abercrombie and Fitch. I remember that there were controversies about their over-sexualized catalogs. Remember that?
Yeah, remember they used to have guys with no shirts on standing in front of the store modeling?
Weren't there lawsuits like they would blatantly tell people that we're not hiring you, you don't have the Abercrombie and Fitch look
You had to have a look.
to work in the mall?
And
you
they
don't have the look. You don't qualify to get a job at the mall.
Yeah, they were sued for racial and sexual discrimination in the workplace.
Yeah.
And they had a shirt. What was the shirt they put out that was racial?
They had a line of,
I still have that. Was that Abercrombie?
Yeah.
I think so. Oh, yeah, you did get that.
I had to steal it from the back room because they were already taken off shelves, and I had to bribe the manager of the Brandon location to pull two of them out.
This shirt, I think, is worth a lot of money. Now, Abercrombie had a line of T-shirts with fake companies and fake slogans.
Yeah, funny, punny, jokey T-shirts.
And one of them was a Chinese laundry shirt.
That's right.
And it was two Wongs can make it white.
That's right.
And it was like the Wong laundry company. And
they had caricatures, right? Of
they did.
Awful.
They did.
Very stereotypical.
They did. And then the T-shirt, this is back in the late 90s. And I sent Fester to the mall to go get them, and they were already taken off the shelf. And didn't you bribe a guy or talk the guy into giving you a few?
They were going to send them back to be destroyed, and they were already cased up.
It was Wong. We're looking at the shirt right now. Wong Brothers Laundry Service. Two Wongs can make it white.
Oh my god!
And they have these terrible Chinese caricatures with the Chinese that round pyramid hat on, and
it's really bad.
That's not good.
It's really over caricatured, and these shirts were pulled. And I have two of them, two different colors, never worn, and they're folded up in a box, with all my old Power Pig shirts and all my old FLZ shirts. And I think, it looks like they're
no, this is a
that's a reprint.
Yeah, reprint brand.
All right, so some companies are ripping it off, and you can get it reprinted now for $20. But I've got the original, which I believe is worth $50,000.
Wow!
All right, I don't think
Hold
so.
on to that.
But Abercrombie apparently is cool again.
Weird.
Are they telling young girls and women that, no, you're not good enough to work in our store? Are they back to that?
So
when are they going to get back to that?
There's a store at International Plaza.
Yeah.
There's a store in Westfield Brandon.
Wow.
And I think those are the two Bay Areas.
Yeah, there you have it. All right. Roxanne, I know this is right up your alley. I don't buy into this crap. I think this is ridiculous. But I'm sure that you're gonna glom onto this. Who comes up with this? Is like clickbait crap. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta get 25% more web hits this week. What can we do? Oh, how about this? Which airline you should fly based on your zodiac sign?
Yeah, I see those stories all the time. Which sign is most jealous? Which sign is most gossipy? It's just for kooky astrology people that it's clickbait.
This is just dumb, and it really doesn't answer
Click on all of it.
All right, so some of them are U.S. domestic airlines. Some of them are international airlines, like Aries. Any Aries in the room? March 21st to April 19th.
I was a proud owner of a Dodge Aries.
That's right. You had that Aries K, that horrific, box on wheels.
Fine car.
That was awful. It was like a piece of toast on wheels. It was.
Piece of toast?
It was.
That
It was
would be
like
delicious.
shaped like a piece of toast with wheels on it.
Delicious.
Love that car.
Starving.
All right. If you're Aries, Anna.
Anna?
Yeah, ANA, which is a Japanese. All Nippon Airways is Anna.
Okay, so
ANA.
all Aries need to move to Japan.
Yeah, right. What the hell?
If you're a Taurus, you're supposed to fly Qatar.
This is stupid.
It is. That's what I'm saying.
This is the dumbest thing ever.
I said it. Oh wait, you're saying it's dumb?
It's very stupid.
Qatar? That's you have to be in Qatar.
Yeah. Is it Qatar or Qatar?
It's Qatar, Qatar.
Let me guess. One of them's Etihad Airlines.
Etihad, and then you got what is the other? Emirates.
Mm-hmm.
I flew
Lingus Air.
I flew Qatar Airways back in last June. I flew Qatar with Julian. We flew to the Maldives. We flew from JFK to Doha, and then Doha into the Maldives for our scuba liverboard trip. Qatar was a great airline. It's fantastic. But there's a little mention for ANA, the Japanese airline. Aries' love for action, excitement, bold will lead them on a path to many exotic destinations, particularly in Asia. And ANA, all Nippon Airways can take you to Tokyo, Bangkok.
Yeah, these are not only are the matches dumb, but then the descriptions are even stupider.
So exactly.
Oh my God! You heard the news about the merger? Qatar Air and Lingus. Qatar Lingus Air.
Qatar.
I can't believe they merged.
Stop.
I mean, they
Qatar Lingus Airways.
Very clean planes.
All right, so Qatar Airways, I give them a thumbs up, but I don't buy this crap. If you're a Gemini,
Gemini in the house right here,
Festa, so
he can fly domestically.
Gemini is May 21 to June 20. When's your birthday?
I'm on May 23rd.
All right, so you're just into Gemini. According to this, you should be flying United Airlines.
Okay, see that makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it's palatable for an American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As a Gemini, you have an insatiable curiosity about people, life, and new horizons.
No, I don't.
I was going to say food.
Yeah, about to say.
This means that you want to see the world around you and live as expansively as possible.
Oh.
United Airlines recently topped the list of global airlines with the most destinations. This is garbage.
I don't even want to leave my house.
All right, Cancer.
No, MJ, let's not go through all these. Let's just talk about the people in the room.
Well, what's Cancer?
Well, let me give at least the domestic airlines. Cancer is Delta. Cancer tends to be very inquisitive and enjoy learning about local culture and history, blah, blah, blah.
I like astrology, and I don't even like this.
This
is
sucks.
terrible.
Give me a lighter. I want to burn this.
Okay, Virgo is this. I'll tell you, this is the biggest BS I've ever seen.
Are you Virgo?
No, but your wife is.
My wife is. I didn't even know that. How do you know my wife's a Virgo?
She knows everybody.
I know everything.
All right.
Okay, so Virgo.
My wife is. Are you looking at this online?
Yes.
Oh, you found it.
I just found it, and I'm reading along.
So my wife is a Virgo because
Yeah.
it's August 23rd through September 22nd. Michelle's birthday is September 16th, so she's a Virgo, and it says that Michelle should fly Spirit.
Yeah, no. See,
Michelle
this
is.
false.
We have never been on Spirit Airlines in our life, and I'm telling you right now, we will never be on Spirit Airlines in our life.
It's
now,
just an airline,
but they're
you
also
know.
about to merge with JetBlue, if that from a regulatory standpoint goes through. So, but that's the Spirit. Let's see what else. Let's see. Libra is Scandinavian. Scorpio is British.
Libra is Andrew. Scandinavian Airlines for Andrew.
Scandinavian Airlines.
Because he's balanced and has equal.
That's SAS. I've been on that airline. Now, what about Capricorn? Any Capricorns in the room? December 22nd through January 19th.
That's Doug.
No.
American Airlines.
Okay.
For Capricorn. And then I'm an Aquarius. My birthday is coming up later this month. And Aquarius is supposed to be...
And Kim.
Yeah, you're right.
Kim's an Aquarius?
Yes.
How do you know this crap? How
Because
do you
I have a
remember this?
database.
Whatever.
Kim's birthday's the same day as my sister's.
Anyway, Aquarius should fly Copa.
Well, I've never heard of Copa.
Yeah, it's
Is it Brazilian?
it's like
That's wine in a cup.
Copa. Is that Colombian or is it like Central? Bring up Copa. Copa's like Central American or like a South American airline. Copa.
Escobar Air.
Copa might be either Colombian, Argentinian. Oh, I'm thinking of Taka. Taka's like Central American. I've been on that airline as well.
This story's caca.
Yeah, it really is.
Copa Airlines, Panama?
Yeah.
Headquartered in Panama City, Panama.
I was thinking
Yeah,
Brazil because of the Copacabana.
You know, that's why I initially thought Copa was Central American, which I should have gone with my initial Iceland there. Pisces should fly. I've been on.
This is Pisces, so we can read this one. This is me. I want to read it.
I flew to Iceland on Iceland Air.
What does it say? It says Pisces thrive in a world between reality and fantasy.
Well, there you go. That's
true.
that's
And
you to
sums
a
me
T.
up.
Pisces are fish, and if you have fish, you want to keep it on
ice.
Iceland Air.
And also, never eat the fish like in the movie Airplane.
Yeah, never
never ordered the fish.
Never ordered the fish.
Actually, I've had some decent fish on the airplane.
You've had good fish on a plane.
All right, back over to the Instagram issue and Alec Baldwin. Do you guys know why Alec Baldwin is getting just hammered? Alec Baldwin and something to do with Instagram. Do you know why?
No. I don't.
Do we have that? I think we have that sound effect here somewhere.
No.
Is he still on there playing with his kids and living his best life? After he murdered somebody?
Yeah.
Allegedly?
No. No. Alec Baldwin is getting trolled and rolled because he went on his Instagram and begged his followers to follow his wife, Ilaria.
Oh.
I mean, literally, he went on and said, "Hey, would you follow Ilaria on Instagram, please?"
Alec, I need your help. Can you help me get followers on Instagram?
Go to his Instagram. Go to Alec Baldwin's Instagram. If we can't find it, we'll find it during the break. But Alec Baldwin on January 5th apparently begged people to follow his wife and asked people for a small favor.
Yeah.
And that she's just shy of 1 million followers on Instagram. Could you please follow my wife? Yeah.
MJ, what is... Did he get off? Is he free?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what, we got to take a break here in a second. So we'll find the audio of Alec Baldwin begging people. Listen, I'm asking people to follow me, but I'm using my Instagram and social media as a promotional vehicle and a tool to engage listeners from this show. I want to provide other content in other venues, and ultimately it's to bring people to the MJ Morning Show. That is why I promote my Instagram, but it's me. I'm asking people to follow me at Certified MJ Radio. It's not like, oh, please, can you follow my wife? My wife, Michelle, has an Instagram account, and right now she's got 4 followers. We're trying to get her to 15. Please.
Yeah, you just beg for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
That's what I'm saying. I do it because, listen, it's not an ego thing.
I mean, maybe if Alec had his own morning show and he called his wife every day, it would be acceptable.
Let me call Larry real quick.
Hold on to that thought, because when we get back, we'll get...
Larry, did I wake you up on the princess phone?
We'll find the Alec Baldwin audio. We'll play that for you. And then also, you had a question about the shooting on the set of the movie where
I just don't understand what's happening.
Where the DP, the director of photography, the cinematographer was murdered, was shot. So there is an update on that, and I'll give you that here in a second. Hold on. We got one final long chunk of the MJ Morning Show next in minutes here on Q105. Now, I know many people... Good morning show, Q105. It is 9:30 exactly. All right, Froggy, first of all, answering your question, you wanted to know, hey, what is going on with Alec Baldwin and the shooting on the set of that movie?
Yeah, I mean, I already saw that they're going to start filming it again.
Yeah, well, we had that story like 2 months ago that they were going to restart production. I'm like, ooh, that's creepy. That's morbid.
How is Alec Baldwin not... I don't know. Is he still going to get in trouble?
Well, here's the deal, because this week I saw that TMZ had a story that Alec Baldwin and the whole crew from Rust and all those involved in the shooting, which left the cinematographer dead, they're supposed to find out this month. So Alec Baldwin will learn of potential criminal charges this month. TMZ is reporting that a decision is forthcoming shortly on whether Alec Baldwin will be charged like with manslaughter or murder or whatever the heck.
So that's coming up.
Yeah.
And he's worrying about getting his wife followers. I mean, talk about the last thing on my mind.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew pulled the audio bite from his Instagram.
Hey, everybody. It's December. Do that again. Hey, everybody. It's January 5th, the day before my wife's birthday. It is my wife, Ilaria's birthday tomorrow, January 6th. We don't attach the same significance to January 6th that other people do. We just say it's Ilaria's birthday. I would like to ask you a favor. I would like to ask you a small favor. And that is, my wife is just, it seems like she's just centimeters shy of 1 million followers on Instagram. And I would like to ask you, as a birthday gift or even just gesture to my wife, would you follow her on Instagram? Obviously, I love my wife. Obviously, I'm crazy about my wife. Obviously, blah, blah, blah. All the
Oh, my.
Shut up.
That's pretty pathetic. Listen,
It's the most pathetic thing.
Would you clear your throat, phlegm face?
New in theaters, Phlegm Face, starring Alec Baldwin.
I love Phlegm Face.
Now, listen, when I essentially beg for followers, I ask for followers on my Instagram because I'm trying to utilize Instagram and my social media as an additional promotional vehicle for my show, for the MJ Morning Show. I'm not begging on behalf of my wife, oh, Michelle's got 5 followers. Could you please help get her to 25? Please follow Michelle. Please.
I mean, you could do it for us once in a while.
Yeah. And by the way, she is on Instagram, but you'll never find her. And she's like not really active.
Then what's the point?
Well, she has an account.
Oh, so she could just follow and creep on people.
Yeah, she's got an account, but she doesn't really participate. But I promote my Instagram. I ask people to follow me at Certified MJ Radio as an extension of this show. So please follow me. And listen, if you don't follow me, I'm going to jump. All right, Certified MJ Radio, Certified MJ Radio. All right, anyway, the Alec Baldwin thing, that comes across as pathetic, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what
please follow my wife.
And what was the pathetic conversation between him and Hilaria? Alec, I really want more Instagram followers. Is that how she talks?
How do you say Instagram? How do you say Instagram in Espanol?
Say Instagram in Espanol.
I mean, she's a nut job. I mean, Hilaria with her whole fake. She had the whole fake, the cucumber, the Spanish persona, trying to pretend like she's born in Spain and she's born like outside of Boston. And the accent, and remember she was on like the Today Show, and she's like, "How do you say cucumber in English?" Oh, cucumber. I mean, it's like
she goes, "How do you say cucumber?" Like she said it totally in English.
That is like sociopathic.
Oh my God, MJ.
Yeah,
I'm on Hilarious Baldwin on her website, on her Instagram. She has 1 million followers.
I know. That's what Alec was trying to get her
and
to.
She has 1 million babies.
Listen.
She's procreating enough for
that's true. She has
generations.
She has 1 million babies as well.
Millennials, yeah.
Yeah, her womb just fell out.
According to Followed By, Meredith, who we just had on, follows Hilaria. And my wife.
Oh, my God.
It's Allison's Instagram handle.
Oh, my God. Fester's wife follows Hilaria Baldwin.
Fester, you got to put an end to that.
What the? We ought to call your wife right now.
I'll get her on the line right now.
What is it, the yoga routines?
Oh, my God. Hang on. I'll dial her up. Are you calling her? All right, I was going to look her up in my directory. I've got her cell phone in here.
That's how do you say stupid? A stupid
We
dog?
got to find that. Just put her on hold, and we'll just cold call her. You don't have to talk to her. Just let it ring, and I'll pick it up.
Go.
All right, here we go. Calling Fester's wife.
Hello?
Hello? Ring.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 813
3 1 0
7
8 4 4 4.
We ought to just let's give out Fester's wife's cell phone number.
I mean, what are
like
you doing?
Froggy
Now you're
gives
playing
out.
with fire, ass face.
I'm kidding. I didn't put it out there.
I said your number.
It's gonna be on the. We got to cut it from the podcast.
We
now.
don't. Only half the number ran.
Yeah, only 99 options.
No,
you gave 5 of the 7 digits.
No.
I talked over him.
Listen, there's plenty of time.
No one knows.
All right,
no one knows. I wasn't going to play the whole thing, but Froggy's given out your cell number 1,000,000 times.
Well, that's fine. 813-310-8444. But I don't agree with you giving out his
you do it
wife's.
slowly so people can hear it.
8 1 3 3 108-444.
I just
gonna let me do that.
Listen, I just know you wouldn't let your wife's number run that long.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Well, 601.
2044.
No, it's not. You just gave out someone else's phone number, you idiot.
601-2044.
I just dumped that. That's someone else's phone number.
Sorry, Skitch, or whoever you are out there.
All right, so, we need to know, why is Allison, Fester's wife, following Ilaria Baldwin? She's a sociopath, in my opinion, with her whole fake Spanish deal. I mean, that's like mentally ill stuff right there.
Yeah, she's not right.
All right, so a couple other celebrity things. Jeremy Renner, obviously run over by his own snowcat, his own plow.
He was Rennered over.
He was.
And
one.
I think there could be a good it's too soon. I was going to say a good song. You know, Grandma got run over by reindeer.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Renner, snowcat. You can.
Renner
you
got
want to
run over by a snowcat.
Are you serious? That is terrible, Roxanne. What is the matter with you?
Roxanne, you got to make it.
Renner got run over by a snowcat?
Roxanne, we can make that together.
That is
You're singing.
Terrible.
I mean, it's
the
a little bit soon.
That is morbid.
He seems like a guy who just.
You're like a sociopath, like Ilaria Baldwin is.
You know,
in my opinion.
He almost bonoed himself. What was the guy who hit the tree?
Sonny Bono.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make about Jeremy Renner is they're not really giving us a real snapshot of his real injuries and what is really affected on him. Can he walk? What can he do? What he can't do? Is his body like all squished like a cartoon steamroller scene? You know, what is his deal?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're kind of not telling us. Can he walk? Can he like breathe normally? I mean,
I've seen pictures of him with his nursing staff, and it doesn't appear to be attached to an iron lung.
Well, I see images of him with just a little oxygen tube at his nose, so that's better than like having like an intubation going on. But I remember early on, I think he was like intubated for a bit.
His body must be messed up because he just got his first shower a couple days ago, and they had his hair under a cap, and they were just rubbing his hair. That was his shower, so obviously he can't get in the shower.
So this is from 2 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Published. Jeremy Renner is crushing all progress goals on his road to recovery after suffering traumatic injuries during a freak
Right, but
snowplow.
it's generic. It's generalized. We're not getting like a real medical rundown of exactly what his injuries were and how they affect his daily life. And that's kind of like something I want to know when you get run over by your own 14,200-pound snowcat.
Jeez. That guy's a real-life superhero.
Chad Ochocinco. You know why he's in the news?
Wow, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Didn't he propose to somebody?
Yeah, so Chad Ochocinco is going to marry Sherelle Rosado, and she's part of that whole Netflix Selling Tampa deal.
Yeah, that's why I saw
Yeah,
that.
how about that?
So is she going to be Sherrod Ochocinco? What's her name?
I already threw the story away, but it's the lady, one of the ladies in Selling Tampa is engaged now to Chad Ochocinco.
Is it funny we're just saying that guy's name like it's normal? I mean, his name's Ocho Cinco.
His name's Chad Johnson.
Yeah.
He changes it to Ocho Cinco,
Right.
which isn't even the translation for 85. It's just 85.
All right, now we have some crazed Celine Dion fans. Now I've been holding on to this thing since like last week. I'm a little late on this, but I don't think this got a lot of play. And I don't even know if we mentioned the original story. Do you know that Rolling Stone put out an article of the 200 greatest singers of all time?
Yeah.
So Rolling Stone, like last week, or it's like it was January 1st, actually. It was New Year's Day. Rolling Stone has an article on the 200 greatest singers of all time, and Celine Dion was not included. Well, guess what?
What? That's
you
crazy.
better not piss off Celine Dion fans. They started protesting and picketing in front of the Rolling Stone headquarters, their offices in New York. I mean, literally, they're holding signs. They're yelling. They're chanting.
I mean, she's pretty darn good at singing. How is she? Who's better? Is Kurt Cobain on the list?
Now, Festa, do you have a link to the list of the 200 greatest singers of all time? We should probably spend more time on this. We only have a couple of minutes left.
Like, is Bob Dylan on the list? Like one of the worst singers on earth ever? And she's not?
I have the whole list.
Number 200 is Rosalia.
Who?
And, wait a minute. And Celine Dion's not on the list? Scroll. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go through some.
All right. Glenn Danzig.
He's terrible.
198 is Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish is a great singer.
Yeah, she's good.
Is she
She
better
should be
than
higher
Celine?
than that.
I keep going. Burna Boy is 197. 196 is Paul Westerberg. Was he Replacements? Was that him?
Is John Davidson on the list?
Keep going. Go. Get out of the 190s. Let's go. Fester, scroll.
Here, 84 to 56.
Oh, you gotta. Oh, I see. I see what it is. They have it broken out. All right. So, I mean, I don't even know some of these people. All right. Number 83 is Amy Winehouse. Obviously, know her. Steve Perry, 82. Come on, Steve Perry's higher than 82.
Let me go through the list and I'll highlight people that we might.
No, how about you just get off the mouse and let me handle this?
Please, I wish that would be the case.
Emmylou Harris is number 79. I'm just like randomly
Where's
D'Angelo,
Rosemary Clooney?
Patti LaBelle, number 74.
What?
I mean, Muddy Waters, 72. Roy Orbison, 71. How do you not, with some of the names.
Go to the top 10.
I will. But how do you not have, I agree, how do you not have Celine Dion on the Rolling Stone list of the 200 best singers of all time? All right. The next one is 20 to number 1. Marvin Gaye is number 20.
Who?
Come on. Fester, leave it alone. Stop touching it.
Do it then. Come on.
Frank Sinatra is number 19. Then we've got number 18 is Celia Cruz.
I love Celia Cruz. Elvis
Presley is number 17. Number 16 is Prince. Number 15, Bob Dylan.
Oh.
Just you and me.
Yeah. We are the world. We are the children.
Freddie Mercury, 14. Freddie Mercury, he was amazing.
Yeah, how is he not in the top 5?
He should be. He's number 14 on the list. Number 13, Patsy Cline.
Really?
Number 12, John Lennon. Number 11, Little Richard. Number 10, Al Green. Number 9, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Otis Redding. Number 8, Beyonce. Number 7, Stevie Wonder. Number 6, Ray Charles. Number 5, Mariah Carey. Number 4, Billie Holiday. Number 3, Sam Cooke.
Holiday.
Number 2 is Whitney Houston. And number 1, Aretha Franklin.
I like Billie Holiday. He's great.
Aretha's incredible. Aretha is incredible. But you're telling me out of 200 with some of the kind of inconsequential names that we saw like in the 190s, you're telling me that Celine Dion is not on the list? Now, I don't know if I would go protest and threaten to burn down the Rolling Stone headquarters in New York.
It's a pretty egregious error.
Well, Mariah Carey does the same sort of singing style as her, and she's like number 4.
No, I think they're completely different.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, they both sing really good.
Before we get out of here today, I got to talk bed bugs for a minute.
Oh, please do.
And the infestation at Fester's house.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's awful.
I
No,
sit next to
away
you.
from me.
I sit
I'm-
next to you.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
You're
No, there's no infestation. No, I saw a list of, according to Orkin, the pest control company, the 50 worst bedbug cities in the U.S. and number one is Aretha Franklin. No, I'm kidding. Number one is Chicago. Number 2 is New York. 3 is Philadelphia. 4 is Cleveland, Akron. Number 5 is Los Angeles. The reason why I'm bringing this up is Tampa is on the list, and Tampa is number 41 out of 50 for worst bed bugs in America. I have never known anyone that had a bed bug problem here in Florida.
I think I heard it was like some little sketch motels.
Really?
Where it might have, maybe, it sounds familiar. I don't know.
All right, folks, we got to go. Website is loaded. Hey, my beard, should it stay or should it go? Longest my beard has ever been in my life. So check out my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and give me a message. Should I keep the beard or shave it? Certified MJ Radio. And also give me a follow while you're there. Website, mjmorningshow.com. We'll see you tomorrow, folks, and let's be careful out there.